What's going on, guys? Welcome to Saturday afternoon edition of Roman's Life. Again, guys, sorry for taking your time away. Let me put the volume down, guys. Again, already made that mistake like 200 times. That's why, guys. I usually sell stuff that doesn't sell because I always forget to put the volume down. How's everyone doing on this beautiful Memorial Day weekend? Sorry, guys, that I'm gonna take some of yours time, but I really appreciate anyone who will stop by today and hit that like button to get a sale. As you guys know, it's very important. And tell your friends, guys. Don't forget to tell your friends to subscribe sometimes. Usually, you see me, I don't ask people to subscribe. That's kind of my, um, that's what's holding me back, guys. I usually don't ask for anything. It's kind of my mentality all the time is not to ask for stuff or make joke about it. I usually try to make a joke about it. But I'm like one of those people that don't ask for anything, even if I'm in a bad situation. I will just take it as the stuff goes. That's why I never ask about any subscriptions, super chats, gifts in mail. You guys probably surprised that I'm going live from home today. Last couple of lives, I was at one of my favorite spots to source. Actually, I made a big mistake yesterday that I went to the bins instead of going to an estate sale. Kind of, sorry guys, if you hear something like a motor going, it's one of the companies. They're like doing something outside. I don't know what the heck they're doing. But if you hear it, I'm sorry, guys. I'm probably gonna lose like all my subscribers because of that noise outside. Because it's very important, guys. It has to be quiet, otherwise people don't like it. David, welcome to my life. Ansley, welcome. Ansley is at yard sale. That's good. Jill, welcome. Thanks, guys, for stopping by. I know it's a little bit early to go live on Saturday because most normal resellers are usually sourcing. But I was sourcing already in the morning, so I wasn't feeling well and I had to come home because yesterday I was not feeling well in the evening after beans. And today I woke up early again, had a headache, decided to go to an estate sale. And that estate sale was actually really, really good. Not in terms of prices, not in terms of prices, guys. If you're following me on Instagram, you can check out my stories there. I posted couple of stories on my Instagram about estate sale from today. It was really good estate sale in terms of stuff, but the prices were through the roof because of who lived apparently in that house. Some kind of collector. He collected like I'm not gonna bore you with stuff, guys. I think, but I'll tell you a little bit. He collected a lot of musical equipment, guitars, high-end receivers, bunch of VCRs, bunch of DVD VCR combos. There were like probably 20 DVD VCR combos only, and there were probably around maybe 15 VCRs of different brands. There was Sony, Sanyo, Sharp, Panasonic, and he collected vinyl. He collected CDs, cassettes, 8 tracks, VHS tapes, which I actually bought. I'll show you guys some of them. Not, I didn't buy a lot of them, but That was a mistake in terms of me not going there yesterday, because I saw that advertising for that estate sale on Thursday, and I saw the photos of everything. And sorry guys for the noise. I'm gonna have to go outside and do something about that. um, but I actually on Friday, it started on Friday. On Friday I went to Beans, which I usually go to. I was kind of contemplating on either going to that estate sale or going to the Beans, and I chose Beans once again with my bad addiction to being in the Beans. It's like being addicted. I have to stop with that addiction, guys. I will have to go next week probably. Even if I say I'm not gonna, still gonna probably go to the Beans. But anyway, I should have went to that estate sale because I talked to one of the guys there, and who actually is a reseller who buys vinyls only, and he was there on Friday yesterday, and there were bunch more VHS tapes with horror, which someone bought like a lot, and apparently the VHS tapes were only $1, which I realized when I paid for them today. And on the wall they had like $2 each, and apparently it was dollar each, or the employee just forgot, which actually paid to my advantage. So I got 10 tapes, and I paid $10 each, which is good, better than $2. But anyway, so someone came in on Friday, bought a bunch of different VHS tapes in terms of horror, I think, because I didn't see Halloween, I didn't see Friday the 13th, didn't see a bunch of other like rare horror movies. And when I was in that room, I saw some empty shelves there, so I kind of realized that someone already bought them on Friday. But they still left some stuff. I mean, they didn't see some of the. I got some couple decent ones actually that will sell for a decent amount, hopefully. Let's see, guys. I'm gonna be telling you some kind of strange story today. Ben, welcome to my life, man. Appreciate you. Everyone appreciate you guys stopping by. Stephanie, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. I know it's busy for you guys. I hope you guys are finding decent stuff today at garage sales, estate sales, wherever you source. I hope I'm not taking your time. If I do, you can punch me later. You know where to find me in Cleveland. Just call me in Cleveland if someone wants to come over and deal with me. You're welcome, guys. You're welcome to always come over. But as you saw from the title of my life today, I bought Viagra or Viagra or Viagra, whatever. You know, guys, with my sexy pronunciations of stuff, which is always not correct, I usually pronounce stuff wrong, which is normal, also. But I'll show you guys why you're all here. Um, Here you go, guys. I bought a Viagra, guys. A big one. That pill probably will last me probably for like 100 years, guys. I think if I take this pill, a blue pill, guys. If you take a blue pill, like in Matrix, you're gonna get, you're gonna be okay for the rest of your life, guys. So, uh, Lobster, what's going on, brother? I was about to actually talk about you today. Rob, appreciate you stopping by, man. Rob is going through some tough times, and I watched his videos. Rob, sorry, man. I usually I watch like when I have time to watch some content, man. But like I will watch it like all. I like to watch videos all the way. I don't cheat usually. I like to give content creators the time they need in terms of ads, and I don't like to cheat. That's why I wanna watch entire video usually, and that's why I don't usually like when I don't have time. I know I'm not gonna watch it all the way, so that's why guys, follow Rob Thrifty Lobster, guys. Watch his videos about different interesting things. You will see it in his videos, guys. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna spill out the beans, as they say. But Rob is a really cool guy. You guys know him in a community. He's a very true person, guys. When you watch certain people, you right away can tell. Right away, when I saw Rob originally, you can tell right away. He's a truthful person from the heart and doesn't, cheat or saying any type of bullshit. So I like those types of people. It's like, you know, coming from his, from his heart. And unfortunately, life sometimes you guys know it is better than me, most likely. And I also kind of grew up in a difficult situation, so I can relate to Rob and see where he's coming from, and what's happening. So, guys, check out his channel, subscribe, hit the like button, and tell your friends, guys. Very important. Thrifty Lobster. You can put a channel in my life. Put a channel in my life, guys. But anyway, guys, so this is Viagra. I got that garage sale on Thursday. So yeah, today is Saturday, guys. I was at garage sales on Thursday, and then yesterday I went to the bins, and today I went to estate sale, and then I didn't go to any other places. In Cleveland, I mean, the problem is our garage sales start on sometimes even on Wednesday. So like in the summer. So like I usually go first day most of the time is on Thursday. So most resellers know about it. And I mean, when you go on Thursday, you find better stuff usually, as you guys know, at the garage sale. So I went to five garage sales on Thursday, and Friday I went to the bins, and I wanted to actually, after the bins, wanted to go to that estate sale, which I was talking to you about earlier, but it was in a completely different area of the city. So I had to drive 30 minutes from where I was at the bins to that estate sale. And at the bins, I was so tired yesterday that I almost fell asleep in the car while driving back home. So I decided to go home, sleep, because when I go to the bins on Friday, it's usually like I wake up at 6. I get there by like 7 o'clock in the morning, and then the line starts to form of people that go into that store every Friday. Most of them are resellers that get there early to be first in line, and I usually get there at 7 and stay in line for an hour almost. For them, the store opens at 8. So and then we stay there. Most resellers who stay there till like 3. It's like a part-time job, guys, in a way, maybe even full-time by the hours. I think it's full-time. It's more, sometimes stays there even 8 hours, guys, on Friday. So as you guys know, we don't sit. We just walk around waiting for the new bins. So by the time I leave, I'm so tired that I cannot even stand up anymore. I have to go and rest, and then that's what happens. But that's normal. That's normal stuff for me, guys. Let's see who I missed, guys, today. I got 5 people in my life, guys. I appreciate you guys stopping by. So I got Viagra clock. I paid $3. I listed it actually, which to my surprise, fast. I usually list the stuff fast. It works. Takes a dub. Guys, Viagra works. For you guys out there, for you guys to know, Viagra works, guys. It works with a battery, but it does work, guys. See, it has a double A battery, guys. Alkaline. Alkaline is very important. By Pfizer, guys. This is a Pfizer brand. So Viagra by Pfizer, guys. You know Pfizer. So they apparently invented Viagra, guys. Now I cannot close this. Oh, here you go. I closed it, guys. Anyway, guys, it does work. It works. It makes very loud noise when the arms are moving. So for sure, that's Viagra, guys. With such noise, Even the clock guys have satisfaction. That was just the name. So there you go. I paid. See, it says, "Isn't it time to ask about Viagra?" Apparently, the story about this clock. When I went to the garage sale, the lady actually was selling it at her garage sale, and I paid $3 for it. So I asked her where she got it, and she said she used to work for urologist, and this was at his office. It was kind of a funny story. He kept his business cards because it's a clock and it's a business card holder right here. If you guys see it, you put business cards. So it was in a urologist office where she worked. So apparently, I don't know, either she took it from him or he gave it to her. I don't know. I didn't ask, guys. I think it would be too personal. But anyway, those clocks sells for $20. I checked comps when I got it home because I knew it's still. If you guys gonna see Viagra at the sales, it usually is good because Viagra stuff, even this kind of stuff, she gave me. This was $1. It's a Viagra pouch. You can put this clock in the pouch, guys. Pouch is not included with the clock, but the pouch was $1, and I decided to buy a pouch. Probably gonna sell. I'm not gonna even, I will check comps on it, but you cannot go wrong for $1 anyway. So Viagra pouch, guys. So how's everyone's sales lately, guys? Anyone complaining? Amanda, welcome. Amanda is my good friend, guys. Here's Amanda. Guys, subscribe to Amanda. Fireball Flippers on YouTube. Type it in, guys. I don't think links. Don't be lazy, guys. I usually like sometimes it's an easy way to go when you put a link in the comment section. Guys, the clock are so loud that I cannot. I don't know. I think this Viagra clock is possessed, guys. But I usually don't click on the link. Uh, I usually like type in the channel name because or just you can click on her icon or emoji or whatever avatar, and you're gonna just go to her channel. So don't be lazy, guys. Subscribe to Amanda. Hit the like button on her videos. Check out her videos, guys. She finds really cool stuff. She sells good, much better than me, guys. Amanda, I'm not. I wasn't feeling good yesterday. I was kind of in and out. I was. We are actually have a Discord group, guys. Amanda, me, Nicole, Matt. That was formed by Amy and Dan, guys. If you're following Reseller Couple on YouTube or Reseller Workroom on YouTube, Amy and Dan are very cool couple, couple, couple of resellers. And well, basically, we decided to form a Discord, and we just talk there. So I don't know why, but it's kind of cool, guys. Even though I was kind of lazy to go into Discord, and Amanda, I wasn't feeling good yesterday. I was kind of in and out. I took some pills, then I went to Cameron's live with Sel and Matt, Jackass Retro. You guys know their channels: Sells Mercado, Cameron, Gravity Goods, and Matt's Jackass Retro. See, guys, I remember all the channels by memory. And names usually. That's I still have some kind of memory, which is kind of unusual for my age. I still remember much more than I should apparently at my age, which is not that old, but still. Um, I was at their live, Amanda, yesterday, and then I was kind of woozy after I took my pill for blood pressure because my blood pressure went through the roof. So just in case, I decided to be in the live. That way, I kind of takes my attention away from having bad blood pressure. But then I kind of fell asleep and woke up again with a headache. And I don't know why I went to estate sale today. I was not feeling very good, but I still went. It's my kind of stupidity in the situations like this where I don't feel good and I feel kind of nauseous, but I usually still go. I know there are gonna be people there, so if I lose consciousness, someone will call 911 most likely. So, kind of hope. Let's see who else is in my life. Caffeinated C. What is your name? Because I don't know if you would like to give out your name or not, but welcome to my life. Appreciate you stopping by. So Viagra something else, but yeah, we talked about Viagra so far because my life was about Viagra. Apparently, only one item, two items I found. If you were not here, here they are. I'm gonna show them again. Everything about Viagra today, guys. I think it's gonna maybe bring some viewers in. I see the problem with me. Maybe it would have been better idea to make a video instead of a live and call it "I found Viagra at the garage sale" and have an arrow point to it to the clock. That probably would be a better idea for normal content creators. But since I do everything in a different direction, I usually do lives and just name my lives with funny type of things. Usually, not all the time. Some of the time it's kind of stupid, but you know how it is. David, sales were good for me last couple of weeks. My life just before. Oh, really, man? Sorry, I missed your life, man. I have to go. I don't know. I don't know why. Sometimes I think I know, David. Maybe I don't have the bell. The bell. Sometimes, if you guys don't have all the notifications, that's what the problem is. You have to hit all notifications, and usually when I forget to do all notifications, for some reason it doesn't come up in my not watch list, and I don't know what it is, but you know what I'm talking about. You guys are all on YouTube, so you know. I cannot even explain this, but David, sorry, man, I will actually have to hit the notification bell because I think that's the problem. That's why I missed your life, man. I'm sorry, man. Who else I missed, guys? Let's see who else is in my life today. I saw Rob. Thanks, guys, for everyone. But anyway, let me show you another interesting thing I found on Thursday. This is some kind of, I've never seen this. Guys, I find some kind of weird stuff all the time at garage sales. Like, see, this is some kind of head with Alta Cocker, guys. See, this is some kind of fraternity, apparently. Or sorority, I don't know. But I checked on eBay so far. I have to check Therapy. Maybe someone has this head. But see, I bought it for like, she wanted $1. And I decided to take a chance, guys, on Alta Cocker. I think this is actually gonna be something interesting if someone will probably buy this head. You know, you never know. But Alta Cocker, guys, I guess it's gonna be maybe a good product, guys. If you find Alta Cocker at your bin stores, pick it up. Kristen, welcome to my life. Appreciate you stopping by. Thanks, guys, everyone, for stopping by today in my Viagra life. We're not gonna talk about Viagra too much, guys, because I know it's kind of offensive. I know some stuff that I say in my lives, guys, is truthful, but it's offensive, guys. Not a lot of people like it. That's why I only have like sometimes one viewer. But in terms of Viagra, guys, you all know about it, so I'm not gonna even discuss it. If you find Viagra stuff, Viagra stuff at garage sales, get it because it sells. I know it sells. I sold Viagra before, not the pills. I think you cannot sell the pills on eBay, so don't list Viagra pills because you actually get it. You have to get it subscribed, guys. That still is a subscription, guys. Not women, but guys. So sorry about that. If I offended anyone, sorry, guys, in advance. I just want to say in my life as a disclaimer: if I offended someone about anything, I'm sorry, guys, in advance, because some stuff that I say is very unusual. You're not gonna hear it on other lives. Sometimes people will not talk about stuff that I sometimes say, but for me it's kind of normal because yeah, I kind of got used to say some stuff that is on my mind. Sometimes I want to kind of get it out, and I talk about that kind of stuff. So that's normal for me. I know it's not normal for someone else, but you know, sometimes I guess someone likes me sometimes. You know, you never know, guys. Here's David saying hi to Kristen. What else? Christy. Christy, welcome. Thanks for letting me know your name. So I'll call, if you don't mind, I'll just call you Christy. So instead of Caffeinated C, I know caffeinated meaning like on coffee or something, or caffeine, which is actually I stopped drinking coffee for like already 3 weeks because of my blood pressure jumping, and every time like I'm too hyper. That's why I don't actually need a coffee. But when I drink caffeine, I don't like decaf. When I drink coffee, I sometimes can drink like 3 cups, and it actually I'm already hyper, and it creates like I will become more and more hyper, and then I cannot sleep, I cannot rest, and it's like my body doesn't understand what is wrong, even though my brain is very active, but my body is tired, and I will go to like a lot of places. That's why like I kind of sometimes take a break from coffee for like a month, and then I get like if I stop taking coffee, like after a couple days, I'll get a headache, really bad headache, because my body gets used to caffeine, and then they're like it's like being on drugs basically. So you stop drinking coffee, and then you get like headaches, withdrawals. I get withdrawals, and then that's what happens. But now I'm back to kind of normalcy because I haven't uh, drank coffee for like a month, so my body already getting used to not drinking it. So we'll see how that goes. Does it have a Vero on it? On a Viagra, Kristen, I don't think so. Kristen, I think Viagra, I think Pfizer Corporation, you guys know about Pfizer, who actually made Viagra pills, apparently invented them. I don't think Pfizer Corporation minds people selling Viagra on eBay because I checked sold comps. There are different clocks, different items, except the pills. Pills probably not gonna be good idea, but everything else you can sell. Ping, welcome. Ping G guys, another great reseller. Everyone is great resellers, guys. That's why I like this community because everyone has their own opinions about stuff. Everyone knows what they're doing, unlike me. But let me show you guys what else I found, which I didn't know what it was. But this was on Thursday. I paid 50 cents. This is some kind of magical, some kind of jar, guys. Made in Belgium, guys, by the way. I don't know if you're going to see it. But anyway, you're not going to see it. It's made in Belgium. It's amber glass, which guy wanted. Like, I've got two of them. I got one bigger one smaller one. And I kind of thought it was for like keeping some kind of, I don't know, candies or something. But it's some kind of jar. I already checked it on Google Lens. It sells for maybe like around maybe $12, but paid 50 cents. And there was everything cheap at that sale. So I mean, there was no point. Even though I don't like dealing with breakables, guys. I don't like dealing with breakables, packing them. It was unless I sell them for a decent amount. If I sell like a breakable for $20 plus shipping, usually recently I didn't like doing it anymore. I don't know why. Like that's why I don't actually get it. It's the sales. Like I would not unless I know there's something valuable, like some kind of Pyrex, which I've already learned throughout the years certain patterns of Pyrex that I know maybe good sellers. You know those types of things. Some plates, some kind of one of those ceramics type of like figurines. Actually, I will buy figurines, like you guys know from my past lives. I like to buy like Hamel precious moments. um what else, this particular brand, which is Willow Tree. You guys know about Willow Tree. Willow Tree actually makes really cool figurines, and they're resin, so they're not as breakable as porcelain or ceramics, but still breakable if you're gonna throw them from like with in a box with no bubble wrap. But Willow Tree I sell actually a lot. If not all of them sell for good money, they're like saturated as precious moments, as Hamel. I mean, Hamel also depends. But throughout the years, I learned certain ones that sell. uh, for decent money because I actually sold a lot in the past, so I learned. Sometimes you learn, guys. I usually don't, but sometimes I do. Not a subscription. Oh, prescription. That's right. Ansley, sorry about that, but that's okay, Ansley. You know what I was talking about. So, guys, if you buy a subscription to Viagra, guys, if you buy a subscription to Viagra, you get lifetime supply of for the guys, not for the women. Maybe for women too. I don't know. Depends. But for the guys, if you subscribe to Viagra, guys, very important. Not prescribe, but subscribe. That's very big difference, guys. And you get lifetime supply. Lifetime supply and demand, guys. Supply and demand. Let's see what else I miss, guys. Your fans used to be Caffeine Christie. That's cool. That's cool, Christie. Yeah, I don't. That's why I like to call people by their names because sometimes I will see the thing with me. I remember names because some like I have like thank God right now still I have good memory and I recognize channel names and names. Like I will actually not forget unless it's like thousands. Maybe I'll forget, but most of you guys I see all the time in different lives. So like you will recognize, like I will remember the name and the YouTube name and the channels. Some people nowadays, some YouTubers have like 10 channels, and for me, like one channel is gonna be, even though I have a personal account which I used last life. I went into Amy and Dan. I have my channel with my full name, which I used. I don't like to use it that much, but I used it because, like, sometimes, you wonder, like, you want to be associated with your who you are as a real person with a name, or with a YouTube name, which is basically, kind of a good conversation, guys. Let me know what you think about the subject in the comments. But you guys are built. So, I mean, I'm trying to build my channel. I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, the way I do it, guys, it's never gonna work like this. And that's truth because, I have ability to do it. I know, but it's just sometimes it's too tough for me to. Yeah, maybe if I was in my 30s, early 30s, which is not actually kind of excuse, but I don't know, guys. For me, like personally, uh, I would like to have a channel where I'm in a like I would like to do something in a store or shop environment like Pete Craigslist Hunter does. I like this kind of style, but I don't have a shop. And like get customers in, and that's kind of my kind of the way I like it. Um, but you have to have a shop for that. But anyway, but the thing is, it's sometimes you have to put a lot of hours into creating proper channel. Guys, most of you I mean, in a community who actually have good channels, and most of you are doing great job. Like putting a lot of content out. Even a lot of people don't appreciate it in comments sometimes that I see. But that's a battle which I don't mind. I mean, I don't care about negative comments. I mean, what is it gonna do to me? Nothing. Not gonna change my life, not gonna do anything. I mean, the important part is, of course, even with negative comments, your channel will still gonna be growing. For me, it's a little bit different because I'm not like I'm trying to sometimes my points of view always change. I don't do like I. That's why when I did my videos, I usually jumped. I was all over the place, from garage sales, estate sales, bins, like all over. And YouTube doesn't like it, kind of. You have to be in a certain direction, which is the right way to go into certain direction where you actually build your channel. If you do bins, do bins. If you do like garage sales, explain things like Philly Flipper does, Paul, in his videos when he goes under blue screen or black screen or green screen, backyard, living room, and he explains stuff like that. But I would, probably not gonna do that kind of stuff. even though I can, I just don't like it. Um, so I'm like, I'm all over the place. That's why it never works, guys. Hustle Q, welcome, man. Welcome to the life, man. Welcome to Viagra. Viagra is life. Can you even imagine me? Kristen, I don't know. Like sometimes, guys, if I'm gonna lose my voice, I had like sore throat today. Bobby, welcome to my life, man. I appreciate you stopping by, man. I know Bobby was, I mean, when he was doing, if he's still here, probably already left like 20 hours ago. But Bobby, when he did his live with Angie, they were fun in terms of how they communicated as co-hosts and host, co-host, whatever, on their channel, on his channel, her channel. They actually were popping up some good jokes. I liked it. I mean, I like channels when they're like sort of like Nate and Chuck, Nate Pie and Chuck, Backroad Bidder. See, it was YouTube names, guys. I usually sometimes I will remember full names. Sometimes some names are so long I don't even sometimes don't remember the part of it. I just remember by names, by people's names, humans. But that's why I like this kind of stuff when they like talk about some weird stuff like Nate does with Chuck. I mean, it's kind of brings certain comedy into certain in your life instead of constantly thinking about reselling, sourcing, talking about reselling, where you find stuff, how much you paid for it, where did you list it, which platform you use. I mean, that stuff comes up every day. And sometimes you have to take your mind away from it, relax a little bit, sometimes go outside. Some people do that, it helps. Let's see what I missed, guys. Who else I missed? Jennifer, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Everyone, thanks for showing support today. I know I haven't been alive, guys, for 2 weeks. Now I'm back to life. Um, Ivan, welcome to my life. See, I remember the names, guys. Even on pills, I'm doing it fine. Sorry, guys, if I'm missing your comments, but I'm like way behind usually. I'm worse than Harry Hamstone, guys, and most of other live. I mean, whoever does lives, I'm the last one because like I would actually, you guys read the comments yourself when you're in a comment section. You see your comments like I do go into someone's life, so you interact with each other. And I'm trying sometimes kind of to put all the comments in my mentality is a little bit different, kind of trying to, show respect and put everyone's comments in, which in my opinion, everyone deserves respect because people, they are in the community itself and they are going through different lives. And sometimes certain lives will not show you comment. Some lives will not even mention you, but I try to, even though right now I don't have many people, like 9 people, but I'm gonna try to. If I'm gonna have 100, hopefully in the year 2078, then probably, sorry guys, I don't know if I'll be able to keep up. Maybe if I'm gonna have like 10 co-hosts, maybe probably yes. But it's easier to say than do. That's why like some YouTuber will say, you only have 9 people in your life. Why are you complaining? You should post all the comments on the screen. You only have 9 people. It's not a problem. Try having like 200 people. Sorry guys, my voice because I had sore throat today. Usually my voice is so loud, I don't need microphone. Like if I go to like a state sale, garage sale, I will speak to someone, they can hear me in like 2 rooms down. And they tell me to be quiet because like I have a built-in microphone in my throat, I guess. That I was born with, I guess. Which is I think maybe good. Let's see who else I missed. Let's see. Hustle Q, welcome, man. Sorry, guys. Like I said, if I missed your comments, Paul, привет, man. Guys, Paul Philip Flipper started podcast channel, which Paul, I already forgot the name. You can put your link or everyone put your links in comments, guys. Just put your YouTube channel. I know everyone subscribed to everyone, just in case. Maybe someone forgot. But guys, Paul, I'm gonna open it right now. He started podcast, guys, with his first guest was Amber Resells. Actually, like I said before, guys, when I watch YouTube videos or podcasts, I usually watch him when I have time to watch it all the way, because I don't like to just watch it like 2 minutes and that's it. I usually watch it all the way. And Paul podcast, I watched 2 hours with him and Amber, um, and his podcast, the new channels that he created for podcasts. And I Paul flip side, guys. It's called PH. It's called PH lip side. Let me go into flip side, guys, right now. Here you go, guys. Put a link. We'll put a link for Paul's flip side. Here you go, guys. Flip side, and please subscribe and hit the like button before you exit. Don't forget, guys. For some reason YouTube likes when people hit the like button, subscribe, tell the friends in the community, share. So with me usually it doesn't work, but with everyone else it does. So it's so that's normal. Um, there's Paul Mate. Hello, Paul Mate. David, I like how you use mate. It's cool, man. It's like man, hello, man, but the mate in UK, which is kind of interesting concept. Hustle Q, guys, a really cool guy. Q, how you been, man? Guys, check out his channel, his life. I usually go to his lives a lot. I usually go to everyone's live. Big Bro, when he goes live on Sundays. Treasure Scavengers, Amber and Mike, they had a live yesterday or day before. I was confused yesterday, guys, because of my blood pressure. I couldn't. Um, I was kind of sometimes when I get home after the beans, and the guy in the beans actually, which is who is a reseller, my friend, he noticed that I was not feeling well. He's like, go home, and his wife is like, go home, go rest, and I still didn't go, and I was waiting for the new beans. I just kind of sat on the corner waiting, and then they were bringing out new bean, and I was running. And then I was so tired already because I had a headache that I told him, he's like, you want me to drive you home? And I'm like, no, I'm gonna just go myself. So he was kind of not letting me go. He's like, you don't look good. And I'm like, I'll be fine. I still found Jen. Welcome to my live. Where's Jen? Guys, check out Jen's whatnot. Everyone, check out everyone's whatnot. Whoever is on whatnot. Whoever is doing whatnot, check out whatnot. Also, don't forget to follow them on whatnot. I'm a TikTok personality. Bobby, yeah, TikTok is good, man. I know it's short form. I have a TikTok account also. I think I posted. I don't remember my TikTok name, but I think it's my name. Let me check, just in case, guys. If you wanna follow me, guys, on TikTok, I do have TikTok, which actually I think it's my name. See, guys, you can already hear someone talking there. Yeah, Roman Landsberg. So if you guys want to follow me on TikTok, it's Roman Landsberg, my first and last name. So I didn't do any time picker. I don't know. It's kind of it's not necessary on TikTok. You have to be known by your name. See, Answer is saying successful YouTube channel is a full-time job. It is a content creator's job. That's why big YouTubers that claim their results. Exactly, Ansley. I agree. But you have to be also in terms of that. Um, there are some channels actually that are like Paul Philly Flipper, for example. I'll consider him being very hard at work reseller and YouTuber. So he is, in my opinion, I'm not like someone that will say cloud chasing or anything. You guys have to know by yourself already by checking his channels and checking what he's doing, even though he's younger than me, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, and he goes to garage sales, wakes up every time in the morning, goes looks for other stuff, sells a lot of stuff, goes to whatnot, does 3 channels on YouTube, already third one that he started, podcasts, goes to lives everywhere. So you see him. he's kind of one of those people always, you will see him on different lives. I mean, that's kind of what he does. That's what he likes, and everyone has their own things that they like. I probably would not prefer to be like on all over lives everywhere. Like, I would not tell person no if they're gonna invite me to their life not to go. I will go. It's that disrespectful, but I will not be like going into lives all the time to someone life. It's like I don't know. It would be kind of not difficult, but in my mind, it's like I don't kind of like it because it's not my thing basically. But everyone is different, so that's why whenever I was getting invited to someone's life, it would be disrespectful to say no. Unless you have like emergency situation and you cannot make it, and then you tell the guy who does or girl or whoever YouTube content creator in advance or YouTuber whatever that you cannot make it, just to just explain the situation, and pretty much everyone will understand. So but that's normal stuff. Let's see who else I missed. That's why I want my posse like tell Paul, you did a good job, man, with Amber, talking about interesting things, man. I mean, they're actually, if you guys would do podcast together, as like, if you're gonna be host and her co-host, you guys gonna be like, you're gonna be meshing good. After watching you how you interact, you're actually gonna be good in terms of like live podcast even, not just pre-recorded. And if you guys haven't checked it out, check it out, guys. Amber resells, very smart reseller. She knows what's up. She does proper research on things in terms of clothing. But check her out also. I watch her videos in terms of, even though I'm not one of the clothing sellers, but still, like, if you guys want to check out her research videos on certain brands, it's not bad. I mean, it's the way she makes it, explains. She also does research in terms of what she posts, like how specific brand sells, which is also takes time. She's also she has a full-time job. So it takes time, guys. It's not easy to do this kind of research, post a video. And also, I have to give shout out. I wanted to talk about it today. I know it's kind of. I hope it's not a boring life today, guys. I'm the point where content comes first because I make a lot with you, but can't forget about the actual. Well, see, that's what Paul is saying, guys. I mean, he is kind of the work he puts into his content in his channels, which will make him kind of more of a YouTuber than reseller, but he's still kind of, the way he goes, does things and stuff. I mean, it's his way of doing business. And like I said, it's everyone has their own thing. I mean, sometimes you will see certain things, and I'm not here to bash anyone. I mean, everyone has their own opinion in their head. Everyone is adults, so they know who they like. If they don't like someone, they will not watch it, which is understandable. And you cannot, tell someone he is a bad guy because he does more YouTube than he resells, or he's a true reseller or not true reseller. It's like everyone minds their own business in this regard. I mean, there are gonna be some YouTube channels that are different, but you're not gonna see a lot of those in the reselling community in actual lives or comments, because I mean, for them it doesn't matter what people say about them or think about them. They will still make money on YouTube either way, unless YouTube just suspends their account forever. They will not care that much about strong-minded people. Sometimes will kind of disregard unless you go like Paul was saying with Amber in Amber's life. Someone was bothering him about his health, and that's kind of Paul blocked that person. I probably would not. Uh, I would not answer to them, but I would probably, unless they will come up with some kind of curse type of situation, which will kind of bring the demon out of me, because I don't like that when people start, cursing in comments, talking about family, and sometimes when people talk about other YouTubers' families, it's ridiculous. because I mean, this is just, you have nothing better to do in your life. You don't even know those people. You don't freaking know what, I mean, they're doing about their family. You like talking about their family. What kind of an idiot you have to be to do that? Some of those people have their own family. It's just ridiculous, and that's true. Yeah, Paul. Seriously, at least he's saying that. At least he's saying that. And I know about Paul, his personality, his upbringing, because he's from the descent. Still, his parents know what's up in terms of how they were brought up, and how I was brought up, in terms of telling, at least be honest with your viewers, with even like with small things. Because Paul, as you guys see, he goes to a lot of lives. He has kind of grown. He has done a good job on growing his channel. But he shows respect. He talks to people. He doesn't consider him up there in the clouds over everyone else who is a smaller YouTuber or doesn't have a channel. So he is of upbringing where you show still respect to all the people. You don't just disregard certain person because they are small channel or they don't do many videos or whatever. Still goes to live, says hi to everyone. It's normal. That's how I was brought up. I mean, I cannot be disrespectful to someone, like, and just say like you're nobody because you're like, I don't even know your channel name, or I don't even know you. So like, still a person, human being. I mean, you cannot do that kind of stuff unless that some kind that human being is some kind of, you never know. I'm still here. I hope you guys doing your job, guys. Work while I talk about different things. Um, Glenn and Joy, welcome to my live, guys. Appreciate it, guys. Also check out Storage Bandits, very nice people, and Mark, Sarcastic Storage Slacker. I watch their lives on Sundays in the afternoon. For me, on the Eastern Coast, Mark is a very cool dude. I mean, Glenn and Joy too, like they are also discussing things with storages. It's kind of interesting. I like this generation of people with knowledge, because I'm not that young anymore since I'm gonna be 45 soon, but I'm not that old yet. So I'm kind of in the middle where I show respect to younger generation and show respect to older generation, and it's important. Nowadays, you're not gonna see it a lot. Like yesterday, I was at the Beans. Like there were like younger guys there in the Beans throwing stuff around like crazy. Like in their probably like early 20s. They were just grabbing stuff from the bin and throwing it into other bins, laughing about it. But that's what happens, guys, nowadays. And you cannot. Sometimes you will teach manners. You tell people to stop throwing, but that's not my job since I don't work there. I can comment on it and tell them. They can get angry, start fighting with me. But you never know nowadays, guys. Find crazy clothing brands. Yeah, and Fisa finds really good stuff. She finds really good, interesting stuff. Welcome everyone who's in my live. Sorry, guys, I'm way behind. If you're still watching, I got 13 people. Appreciate you all stopping by. David will talk about her lives. Yeah, David, check out his podcast, the first one. It's interesting stuff. I mean, not about reselling. They talk about reselling, but it's also about life, about other things. So I'm not gonna spill the beans because Paul will say, "Why are you telling everyone about my podcast? They have to watch it. They have to watch 2 hours, and you already told them about everything." I need to do another whatnot sale. Yeah, whatnot. I'm not on whatnot. I may someday. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm kind of contemplating on it still. I don't know, but I'm cross posting all over the place. Right now I don't see a need yet. To If the eBay does eBay lives like Poshmark does, I will try eBay live. I will let you guys know. Maybe you'll buy something from me, and I'll send it to you guys in a proper bubble wrap. If you guys, I will talk about it actually about the videos that Frank and Janelle. Roman find an item. Yeah, Paul, right here, man. I found an item. A blue pill. Paul, I found a blue pill from Viagra by Pfizer. That works. Paul, I think even if you take out the battery from it, It's still gonna work. I think it probably works without batteries, man, because it's Viagra. So it doesn't need it, even though there is a battery. But Paul, yeah, I found it. It sells for $20, man. Not a lot of money, guys. So don't think it's gonna sell unless you find some kind of weird Viagra collectible. Maybe it sells for more. Let's see. Let's see who else I miss. Mike, welcome to my life, man. Boner pills at the. Mike, I found only clock, man, on this head. Alta Cocker. Alta Cocker head. I found. This actually was at the Thursday sale. I sold this car already, which I bought. I bought 7 cars. This is diecast. This is Racing Champions. I had a story about it. Usually, guys, if you want to check out my garage sale videos or my like estate sale videos, I usually post something on Instagram. Not always. Today I did. If you guys want to check it out, I went to estate sales that I talked about in the beginning. But anyway, I found like 7 of those vintage ones already, not from 1999. Racing Champions diecast, 1/64 scale. This is Stevie Ray Vaughan. If you guys see it, it's like a van. This one sold already. I paid $15 for 7 of those. I already put some in my inventory, but there was Motley Crue, Eagles, Roy Osborne, The Doors, and some other ones. I forgot. But Motley Crue was actually the only one I think that will sell for more than other ones because Motley Crue has really, really good following. But Stevie Ray Vaughan sold the first one that sold for $20 plus shipping. So Stevie Ray Vaughan sold yesterday. So I didn't ship it yet for some reason. I usually ship on Saturdays, but today I went to a estate sale and I mean I decided that's it. It's a holiday weekend. I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm gonna rest since I don't do anything anyway. I think Roman found those at Friday Garage. It looks like he had an. Paul, I found the bag also. If you're interested in a bag, Paul, sports guy, I can send you this bag, man. If you're interested, so you can put a lot of. I don't know what you can use it for, but it says tablets, so you can put Viagra tablets, some kind of pouch. You can use it for pills, apparently, not just Viagra, maybe some other ones. Maybe some illegal ones, Paul. We never know. So that was, I think, my. I'll show you some other things that I found. There was an estate sale on Thursday that I found some interesting things for like $20. There was a lot of stuff at that sale, but I got there a little bit later, and I was kind of upset because there was someone who already bought video games, guys. As you guys know, any garage sale, it's like anywhere in the United States. It doesn't matter what kind of reseller. Everyone goes to garage sales. The first thing they ask about is their video games. Nowadays, for some reason, people start asking about DVDs or media, another thing which is surprising. But apparently, it does sell actually, not for a lot of money. It depends also. Some media sells for decent amounts. You guys saw from Paul Philip Flipper videos. It depends on what type of DVD. I sold one recently for like 20, $50. Like some kind of series for $50 recently. Another like from like early 90s, some kind of mini series that I found for like dollar at a thrift store. So media is another thing because video games and media are the easiest things to list. You basically it takes you can go through bunch of that stuff and list it in a day, and like you're gonna start selling it right away, almost unless media is very saturated. Certain titles, of course, you never know. But same with video games actually. Video games are saturated also with consoles and stuff like that. But a lot of people started asking about DVDs or DVD movie sets or like seasons. Another like vinyl, which is very popular. Vinyl. I went to a estate sale today. There were resellers there that I know. Those two guys. They go to each estate sale. They only buy vinyl, and they only just go to the room where there's vinyl. That's it. If you don't get there first, you can forget about vinyl because they know they get by, unless it's not advertised at a garage sale, they would not know about it. If it's advertised at an estate sale, they're selling vinyl records, they'll always be there. Those There's like three resellers I know here in Cleveland. They only buy vinyl and they only sell vinyl. So they just go and buy it. And today I went to estate sale, and those guys was there yesterday. They already bought a decent amount of vinyls, which actually was priced at $2, which is still not bad each. And well, I talked to one of them, and I asked him if there was any like Led Zeppelin or any Grateful Dead or any Pink Floyd, and he said no, because apparently the owner of that estate sale, he actually, some of those people are knowledgeable, the owners, not the company, but the people who did like lived in the house. And he apparently picked out certain bands from vinyls from his collection, and he gave it to his kids. So that's why it's not always peachy. You're saying you're gonna find like you see a bunch of vinyls. If you go to my story on Instagram, you're gonna see there was like a wall full of vinyl records. I think they were all marked from A to Z, probably with performers or bands. And they picked out probably 100 of the records, and I asked them if there was any rap records, if they wanted to actually give me some. Like they wanted to give me some records, since I needed, and he said no, there wasn't any rap, or like I said, like if there any Tupac or like LL Cool J or anything like that. So they said no, there wasn't any. Let's see who else I missed, guys. Frank and here we go, guys. Frank and Janelle are here. Guys, check out. I wanted to talk about it actually. I tried to talk about it in the beginning, but if Frank and Janelle are still here, guys, you did an amazing job in that last video with bubble wrap. This is a very good video, guys. If you haven't checked it out, go to FJ Treasures on YouTube. Let me put their link also in the comments, guys. It's very important, guys, to put links in the comments. We're gonna talk about it a little bit if Frank and Janelle don't mind me talking about this, but I can talk about it. I don't know if they will mind or not, but let me put up that video for you guys to check out the link, and you can, if you're not subscribed to them, guys, please subscribe to Frank and Janelle FJ Treasures. They did a video about companies. Frank and Janelle, they bought different bubble wrap. Well, I'm not gonna tell you. You guys watch it. Otherwise, you're not gonna watch it. Sorry about that, Frank and Janelle. So watch their video, guys. All I can tell you, it's very educational. You're gonna learn. So go check it out if you can, please. But I already got a comment today. Frank and Janelle, I left a comment on your video, and already got a comment from American Bubble Boy about the what is it called, measuring measure wheel, and I've made a joke on the video that they will claim the measure wheel is not it doesn't work right. Guys, check it out, check out their video. My clients that I'm needed to. Sorry, guys, I'm late on your comments. Let me go see who else stopped by. Ferdinand Carson, welcome. New name. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Sal, welcome. Salvador, welcome, man. Gracias for stopping by, man. Sal and Cameron and Matt, they were at some kind of camping site yesterday, guys. If you want to go watch Cameron's live from yesterday, they were hunting goats, making steaks. Matt was showing some kind of ephemera there. A lot of stuff that he found was really cool, which I liked actually. Stuff that I like to find, which I don't usually find, but still I like it. Let's see who else I missed, guys. I wonder if Roman can whisper. I think it was like 10 years ago. But Frank and Janelle, Janelle is there. Okay. Janelle, yeah, I just watched your video today, and basically, it is really very educational. You guys put a lot of. I see that it was not an easy video to make. I would probably, even though sometimes I want to, make certain videos like that, exposing something, and I just don't do it because like laziness in me making content properly and the way how I need to assemble it and edit it, it kind of takes me away because I usually if I do that, then I cannot list or do something else because you guys are I'm trying to teach my wife right now how to at least list because I'm getting kind of tired sometimes and I'm getting like recently I wasn't feeling good. And like I said, just I wanted her to learn a little bit on how to list at least because it would be helpful. Otherwise, I cannot even concentrate on making in any YouTube videos. Concentrate. I have to list, ship, research stuff, take photos, go to source, and it just all this stuff. Kind of, which is not an excuse of not doing kind of YouTube videos, but I want to do them properly and make a point on something like interesting, like not show same stuff all the time. For me it's not interesting myself. I want to kind of put some kind of comedy into it, and that's my kind of idea. But that you guys did a great job. I mean, that was an amazing video. Guys, check it out. I'm not gonna spill out the beans. Go check out their video about bubble wrap. It's very useful. I think all those companies should watch it and learn about that, about this kind of stuff. Just to be fair. I got 12 people in my life, guys. Appreciate you all stopping by. Ella, welcome. Ella, I cannot put up your what do you call it? Your super chat video. I think Paul already copyrighted Ella from everyone else, so nobody can use Ella super chat video except Paul. I cannot use it. Sorry, Ella, but welcome to my life. Appreciate you stopping by. And who else I missed, guys? Let's see. Let's see what I missed, guys. I don't think I missed anything else, but it was very interesting video. I mentioned the rap today, Thrifty Lobster. About his videos, about the stuff that he's going through, which is very interesting. Guys, check out Thrifty Lobster Rob. Very truthful situation, difficult situation, but I mean, I think the way that he's doing vlogs every day, almost, it shows like his commitment on doing this kind of stuff. I don't know if I was in that situation, I would probably maybe also be vlogging this kind of stuff. Adventures. Adventures, guys. Let's see. Please give us a follow up whether it worked or not. Um, I'm not sure, Ferdinand. I will have to. It's kind of a big pill to swallow, man. Look at the size. Ferdinand, I don't know if it's gonna be. It's gonna be difficult to swallow this pill. If you swallow this pill, it's probably gonna work for at least, I think, maybe 100 years. So you're not gonna need to take more Viagra, and that's very important sometimes. The older you get, if it's gonna last you 100 years, you're gonna be good. So let me show you guys what I found. Actually, let me show you this cool thing. If you guys haven't seen my Instagram story, this is a very cool teapot I found at one sale on Thursday. It was kind of a state sale, garage sale situation where the person was like practically giving stuff away. And I was kind of upset I didn't get to that sale first because I wanted to go to that sale first and I went to another one because she actually didn't post any of the stuff they're gonna have at the sale. It just said like estate garage sale and nothing else. They didn't list anything they're gonna have. And I like those types of sales because some resellers like when certain garage sales or estate sales will like post stuff they're gonna have, but the ones that they don't, you don't even know what's gonna be there. And it was, I mean, for me, since I went to another sale, um, which was actually very close to the sale, but anyway, I went to other one which also didn't have anything listed in the advertising. and I still found decent things, so I should not complain that much. Found those die casts for like $15, 7 of them already. Basically, I sold only one car already, so I'm already in a small profit because I paid $15 for 7, and this one sold for 20. So I mean, every other car I'm gonna sell gonna be pure profit. So anyway, that sale that I got this teapot at, this is very cool teapot. I asked about video games, which I don't ask anymore because people for some reason, like you ask them about video games, they already telling you like you're like 20th person that asked about video games, you know. So I kind of already go with the mentality that if I'm gonna get late there to the sale, most likely if they had video games, most likely they're gone. And in that case, that's what happened. I got there, I asked her, and she said there was some kind of already guy there that bought all of them. And the actual unfortunate thing or fortunate doesn't matter. He bought everything. There were like apparently a bunch of Nintendo 64 games. There were apparently either console like play PSP games, a bunch of them apparently they had. So and I asked like her how much she wanted for how much they sold it for, and she said $100. So someone got a really good deal on video games, guys. You see, that's why when you go to certain sales and you want to get video games, you have to be there first most of the time because that's what usually people ask for, as you guys know already. And if you go there like after like an hour, most likely video games, if they had any, would be sold, or if they had a price stop, they will still be available. But with resellers, if they're resellers asking, it's a different story compared to either collectors, because collectors may not care how much person asks. Also depends what type of games. But resellers, of course, will not pay up. Like if there was another sale I went to, same day there was a Sega Dreamcast, and the guy wanted $100 for a console only, without games, with just controllers, and he had it priced at $100. And then next to it, he had NES, Nintendo NES console, all without controller, for $80. So I got there like at 12 p.m. They were still there because I mean resellers will not buy. I mean unless it's some kind of even if it's some kind of limited edition one, unless there is like a big bundle, they will not pay like $100 for Sega Dreamcast, to resell. So that's gonna be there. But this kind of sales where people check out the prices, because the guy later on, he brought out, he said like, if you're interested, I got some NES games still. He didn't apparently sell, put them on at a garage sale. So he went back home, brought out NES games, but there were two I bought actually. Other ones were like Duck Hunt, Mario Duck Hunt, or like there was like I don't remember. The ones that sell for like around like 5 to 8, like nine, $5 to $9. And he actually, when he brought them out, I asked him how much he wanted per game, and he's like, "Let me check on eBay." Right away, guys. Right away by this comment, you already know. Forget about it. So he started checking each game. And the funny thing, actually, he checked maybe 5 of them on eBay, and he actually knew, which was like surprising to me. He knew actually about salt comps, so he went into salts, not listed, but salts, and he looked, and then he got like there was another customer there, so he turned his attention away, and I checked. There were some other games there. There was like Who Framed Roger Rabbit and Contra NES game, which sells for $40. I know because I sold it in the past. So he was busy with another customer, and then when he came back, I told him how about he wanted like $5 per game, and I asked him if he can do like $2, and he's like, let's do $2.50. And I just got 2 games because he wasn't like pushing me to buy all of them. It's just, sometimes it's kind of funny when they want like check comps on eBay and then they come back. It was funny. It would make a funny video actually, I think, on YouTube. Gino, what's going on, man? Ron Paul has me hell has. Gino, I think you can take Paul, man. I think you can wrestle him, Gino. I don't think Paul has the ability to wrestle you, Gino. You're a strong guy. So I'm pretty sure if there's gonna be a wrestling match between you and Paul, I think Gino will win. Guys, Gino is a strong guy. Gino probably can take him. So I'm not gonna be surprised. Hi, day. It was hard day at garage. I found. I know, Gino. Me too. But anyway, guys, let me show you this. I've been talking a lot about other things, but this is actually a good brand, guys. If you see this, this is let me see what it's called. Um, some kind of cannot even tell, guys. Royal Albert. So you guys, you can check Royal Albert, the brand. I sold this before, not this teapot specifically, but it's really cool. Look at how it looks. She wanted, as you guys see, I didn't take the price sticker off yet. She wanted 15, but she sold it to me for 6 because I told her I'm gonna be buying a lot of different knickknacks. I got some salt and pepper shakers. Got those ducks right here. She's a ducks for $1, guys. Those are. This is actually metal, not like some kind of. I think it's like either like pressed steel, but this is some kind of steel, guys. It's not brass, but some kind of. This is a trinket box. So it's made in Hong Kong, guys. So it's vintage ducks, guys, for $1. Got this. Got a bigger size. Oops. I got a bigger size one. See, this one is a bigger size. So I'm gonna list them 3 of them. It's like a whole set. One was big, middle, and small. So they are. So they are like they're not like they're kind of they have some weight. They have some weight to them, guys. But I pay anyway. I'm just not gonna bore you with it. But I got the ducks. I got like full bag of. I got a T-shirt for $20, guys. So I paid $20. The only expensive thing that I paid up was this teapot, this Royal Albert. This is not for drinking. It's only as a like on a display piece, but it's very cool. If you guys gonna see them, here's a lid with a teapot on it. So it's very cool. It's a very cool teapot, guys. And Royal Albert I sold before. So I know this brand. They make different styles teapots. Some go for really good money. If you guys check comps on them, they're gonna some of them sell for decent amounts. Depends on a style. Some kind of like really. This is a very cool one. That's why I got it because this one will actually sell most likely for like I don't know how much this specific one will be. I didn't research it yet on Terapeak or sold count specifically for this style. I'll have to check on Google Lens. But this one may sell for decent amount, guys. Paying $6, even though it's fragile and I have to use bubble wrap. I have to use bubble wrap, guys, as Frank and Janelle were using from Supply Hut and some other places. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to use the whole roll, probably 750 feet of Supply Hut bubble wrap, guys, to just package this. I'm gonna have to use 750 feet, guys, of bubble wrap to package it. But hopefully it's gonna sell, guys, for decent amount. So we'll see. I'll research it, guys. But it's very cool, very cool. It's gonna be difficult to like pack it, even though I packed this kind of stuff, so I have experience. But still, I mean, you don't want to break it, you know. Found Grateful Dead T-shirt, guys. See, Grateful Dead, not vintage one, guys. This is also liquid blue tag right here. Guys, see it, size large. This Grateful Dead T-shirt with graphics right here on the back, size large. And this is Repop from Liquid Blue. Even probably not even, no, I hope it is Liquid Blue, but it does say it. So it doesn't look like a fake, guys. but it's not single stitch. It's a recent T-shirt. Apparently, also someone was at that sale and bought the whole box of T-shirts. That's what the lady told me. Probably the interesting part about the sale that that lady, what how she got all that stuff. David, thanks man. I see it made by Wedgwood. Yeah, Wedgwood is a good brand, David. I sold Wedgwood saucers and teacups. So Wedgwood sells decent. Depends on also on the pattern. As you know, David probably is familiar with that stuff. Harry Hamstone, guys. If you want to learn about saucers, cups, there are a bunch of YouTubers who actually sell this kind of stuff, breakables. I'm also familiar already because I've sold it before. Wedgwood I sold, Royal Albert, there were other brands with teacups and saucers, plates, those teapots, different brands. So I just don't like, I don't get them unless they're like, you know, gonna sell like this teapot. I mean it's very fragile, so like I know it's probably gonna bring some money in still, and it's gonna, I mean, be kind of profitable in terms of, not profitable, but it's gonna make sense for me to package it properly, take time, because with breakables you have to make sure you package it into proper box, into with bubble wrap, protection, stuff like that, so it doesn't break, especially if it goes to another country. Even though with global shipping now, if you're gonna ship something breakable, and it breaks in global shipping, that they're gonna be protecting you now from that in terms of money, so you're not gonna get a ding on your account, or you're not gonna get a return. So eBay will cover you for that. So it's kind of good to use global shipping now. The prices for shipping, of course, went through the roof with customs and stuff like that. I get those messages all the time from buyers internationally about prices on shipping. They're kind of wondering how comes the price on shipping is so big, I mean so high. They don't see the actual price of me shipping it to the hub. It just shows them the shipping price to their country, as you guys know. So they're kind of, why is the shipping so high? It's like some kind of item. And they have to explain to them about basically the global shipping. Unless you guys want to do, it's everyone's business. Some sellers do their own international shipping through pirate ship, so I don't. Even though if I did, I know I would have gotten a lot of sales internationally, and that's actually true, most likely, because people in other countries are looking for some stuff, and if they see a seller on eBay from United States, or it doesn't matter from where, that sells specific thing, and they have a much lower shipping through pirate ship, doing standard international or priority international. Even with insurance, you can get insurance. It's still gonna make sense for them to buy it instead of paying triple probably as much for the same product through global shipping. So it's up to everyone's business, to boost up your sales, as you guys know, to if you want to sell more internationally with pirate ship prices, it's gonna make more sense. It's gonna be cheaper for the buyer. Amanda, you're taking a break again. Why are you taking a break? Right, guys, let me show you. Actually, I found this yesterday at Beans. I'm gonna use it probably for my lives. Check this out, guys. This is see, it has a Master P right here, $140, guys. But I got it for 14. $14, guys, for this Square Rack. I don't know this brand, but Square Rack Studio Podcast. See, specifically, guys, Studio Podcast Equipment Kit with the thing. You can make different noises and sounds, and the microphone, and probably microphone not gonna work, but I don't know. I don't need a microphone, but I will try out. I'll try it out, guys. Let me put it this way. I wanted to see how it's gonna change. Maybe with sounds, guys, I'll have like one more person one more person will stop by at my live, guys. Every time I do the live, there is another person who will stop by. So I may, use this kind of stuff. Found one of your favorite things, guys, actually. Yesterday at Goodwill, guys. I went to Goodwill, I forgot about it. I stopped by at Goodwill, guys, found Nintendo Wii for 569, guys, which is very unusual. This is just, that's crazy, guys. It was missing this cover. I don't know if it works, guys, but I'll check it. It was kind of unusual to find. It's like one of those miracles of Goodwill nowadays. Guys, the miracle of Goodwill is to put out Nintendo Wii, guys. Maybe it has a game in it. I have to plug it in. Maybe there is like an expensive $1,000 game inside, guys. So I'll make my money back fast, even if it doesn't work. Jen, welcome. Jen, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I tested the Viagra, Jen. It works. It works, Jen. I already tested it 2 times. Jen, welcome. Guys, check out Jen Whatnot show. She, even though I was there last time, it was really fun. Whatnot show. But guys, check it out. Jen puts a lot of fun into her whatnots. You can already see uh, why, like, sometimes you will see the why you want to stay at whatnot auction at certain seller whatnot. Go check out Jen, what she does. I mean, it's very interesting. Just not just the shows, the introduction of products and stuff like that. Everything is moving fast. So like, check it out, guys. I think I'm probably gonna, if I'm gonna go on whatnot and start talking about one product, it's gonna be only one sale per month. Because I'm gonna talk so much about the products that people will leave and just or fall asleep or just what do you call it? They're not gonna follow me anymore. Unfollow me. Let's see what else I found. Let's see, guys. Found. Oh, this is actually was from yesterday from the bins. Found this set of speakers, guys. There were 2 speakers. They actually sold it to me for one price, for $14. This is right here, Torchlight. It's a Bluetooth speaker. See, both of them work in a set. I've never seen this brand in my life, but they were selling for 14 bucks in the same. I thought it was originally $14 each, but then when I came to the register, I told them that I found them in the bins. They were in the same bag, and if you find stuff in the bins that was placed in the bin in the same bag, um, it's gonna be the same price. So $14, guys, for those 2 Bluetooth speakers, and they sell for 100 bucks. I already checked the comps, guys, yesterday in the bins, and this one, both of them are new, so nobody used them, guys, yet. So somebody will use them. They're kind of, I've never seen this brand. This is some kind of. Tommy, welcome, man. I see that you already tried Viagra, man. I know, Tommy. Don't tell your wife. Tommy, make sure do not tell your wife that you're already trying Viagra, man. That's it. It's gonna be a huge mistake right away, because as soon as you tell the woman that you're using Viagra, they're gonna start thinking that you cannot, perform, Tommy, like do specific performances. You probably can do other performances, but the main performance, Tommy, the main performance is more important, I think, for women. In my actually, Tommy, I don't know, man. It's gonna be questionable. Tommy, I think everyone will leave our my life if we're gonna talk about other performances sexually. Maybe Jen will only stay. I know Jen is into this kind of conversation sometimes, with those dirty talks and stuff, with performances, sexual performances, taking Viagra pills, taking drinking alcohol. Jen is like, that's it. I'm leaving too. But Tommy, don't tell your wife, man. Usually it's not gonna be. I don't know. Probably not gonna matter, Tommy, because if you've lived with your wife for like, certain amount of time, I think they don't even notice if you need Viagra or not. So I don't know. Tracy, welcome. I see all the main YouTube channels started to come in. Finally, guys, I brought some celebrity YouTube channels in. Sorry that it took me 10 hours to bring Tracy in, because in my opinion, if you guys watch Tracy's YouTube videos, you're gonna learn much more stuff than if you're gonna watch Daily Refinement or Harry Tornado, guys. So just for your information, you're gonna learn more by watching certain channels, much more truths about stuff compared to other channels. So just make sure to understand it. That's my Tommy. I don't know. It depends. Depends what you try to put in your hole. Tommy, actually, I found for some reason yesterday there were. I have to next time I'll record it on GoPro in the bins, because there was a lady found two dildos in a box, and she's like, she brought them over where we were standing with like another reseller, and she brought them and said, you guys know, like, is it a specific model? And I was like looking at it, but she didn't know what was in the box. So we looked at it because we already saw it before, and we told her it was a dildo. And she's like, they sell this kind of stuff here? And I'm like, well, it's normal. That stuff is purchased on Amazon, because a lot of women and men sometimes buy sex toys. So that's normal stuff to find it in the bins. And she was like so disgusted. She was like, oh, this is bad. Why is they selling this kind of stuff in the store? There are kids here. And I'm like, I'm not the owner of the store. I don't know. Maybe, they still not gonna care that much. I mean, they get like let people in, doesn't matter who finds it. So I was kind of surprised. She was upset. Jen probably would not be upset about that. Hard at work or enjoying. Jen, I'm actually not doing anything. I think Amanda actually is a hard worker. I know Tommy is a hard worker. Tommy list has only 350 listings, quality listings, guys. Quality, not stuff that I usually will take me like. Tommy only goes through like he lists like 10 pairs of shoes a day, maybe more, and he chills, because I mean he cleans the shoes. It puts a lot of effort into cleaning sometimes. Sometimes not, probably. You never know, guys. We don't have a camera at Tommy's house, so we cannot tell. We're on YouTube. We're in YouTube world, in the Matrix, so we cannot see what Tommy does actually. Maybe he's not even listing shoes, so you never know. Like me, maybe he doesn't do anything. Maybe his wife works only, so you never know. But quality listings, guys, actually, quality sales, where you sell something for like $60, $70, $70, $90, $100 more. Those types of sales, pour in. It's how much money you want to make per day, in my opinion, which is actually supposed to be actually good way, normal way, not listing like media. You sold $5, $10, $8, and then you put in so much effort into listing, packing, shipping. You get so tired from working your ass off so hard during the day, but you only made like, hopefully you made like $70, sometimes even less, 40. But at least you can always go and say, I listed so many things. I listed 100 things for $1 plus shipping. Even it makes, I mean, because I already realized it is truthful, because but it is what it is, guys. But it's true, you have to list quality things. It doesn't matter how many listings. You can have like 40,000, 100,000 listings. If they're gonna sell only for $5, you're gonna list them all day. $5 items, even though you can list quantity of those items, they may sell continuously. Still, I mean, it's good because it's only one small listing. That's why you only when you people go to garage sales, they try to find something that will list fast, like video games, media, like clothing is different. Clothing, of course, as you guys see from Amy and Dan's live, when they do the lives, reseller workroom. So I mean, it's a lot of work. I mean, you have to photograph each clothing piece. I mean, measurements. I mean, they still sell certain brands for decent amounts. Not all of them, but I mean, we can critique that kind of stuff and say like they sell certain brands for cheaper amounts, for $10 plus shipping, some a little bit higher. But still, I mean, it amounts to that amount during the day. But that's their business model. If they want to work like that, that's fine. If you want to list 5 items that sell for $100 or $200 each per day, that's actually, I think, in my opinion, it is the better model. But at the same time, you never know. Something can get returned. Something can happen in shipping. I mean, anything can happen. But at least you're gonna sell something. You're gonna put in listing it. Then you're gonna sell it. It's gonna sell for around 200, maybe more. You're gonna be happy with that amount. You're gonna ship it. You're gonna make money, more money than selling 10 DVDs for $5 each, and then that's gonna amount to less work but less money. So you can actually put it in different type of scenarios. But I mean, listen to what his name, John and Jenna, guys. Flipping ain't easy. You're gonna learn more. I have a similar shaped item as that. Does yours? Tracy, actually, I already shown it so many times. I don't even know where I put it. Already lost my voice today. Tracy, I've shown this Viagra clock so many times. Guys, if you're gonna see this kind of peel at this kind of shape, pick it up. I'm surprised that not shaped like something else. Guys, if you find it shaped like something else, we're not gonna say what it is, but you guys probably know what I'm talking about. Probably sells for more because probably with a different shape, you can use it for other things. As Tommy said, sexual performances. So, guys, if you're gonna see, I found like this stuff yes on Thursday. This is like beanie heads. They're not gonna sell for much, but I paid like $2 each. This is Beatles beanie head with Beatles band members like Paul McCartney, John Lennon, George Harrison, Ringo Starr. So they're all here. It's not gonna sell for more. I mean, much. The Who, beanie head. I mean, those types of things. I mean, people who follow those bands, I mean, they'll buy it for the winter time or not winter. You're not gonna get much out of them. $10, maybe less. So I mean, is it worth it? For me, probably yes, because my model is different. I'm not like even though I like to sell expensive stuff, like I sold decent stuff last week for like good amounts, like $150, $100. I mean, it just mixes up with me. It's like I have to be consistent more on selling either higher end items, but then sourcing is a little bit different. I mean, in terms of sourcing, I noticed if I go to the bins, guys, and find like iPods every week, like this week, for example, I didn't find one, but last week I found iPad at the bins. This is a good version. This is a 256 gig ninth generation. That's the latest one. It's new open box, and it sells for like $800. I mean, if you're gonna go to the bin store and find those types of items every Friday or Saturday, then pretty much you kind of gonna start selling stuff that's gonna be high amounts constantly. Like with the bean store, I noticed where I go to the beans, I find something which is $14. You pay up, but at the same time, something sells for $70, $80, $100. So like it's not like listing DVDs or CDs or toys or hats or clothing. I mean, it's just right away starts bringing in decent amounts, and at the same time, you can get a return, you can get something like a scam, which doesn't happen all the time. So this kind of stuff is business related. So you're gonna have to take a risk in that and start selling decent stuff, decent amount items like that sell for decent amounts. But if you're gonna bust your ass off and you go to garage sales every day, like every weekend, you're gonna go find like dollar items that sell for 10, $2 items that sell for 10, like $5 items that sell for 20. And then you're gonna bust your ass, go to garage sales if you by yourself specifically, listing, shipping, sourcing. You're gonna bust your ass going to garage sale, you're gonna start listing that stuff. Then you have to take photographs, list it, then sell, ship it. I mean, all the stuff, put it in the inventory, like, do everything. I mean, description, titles, whatever. I mean, that way you're gonna bust your ass more, but then you're not gonna be making that amount. Like if you're gonna sell something for higher amount, which you're gonna make more money on. You see, that's my point. I mean, maybe someone will agree. Maybe Tracy will agree with me. Let's see. Let's see. Kent is here. Kent, welcome. Kent, sorry, man. I was talking about Tommy's sexual performances today, man. Sorry. Don't you dare to shame because I was. Ken, there were like yesterday. It's funny how sometimes you talk to like how women are open to talking about this kind of stuff at the bins when they like you find a vibrator, and then with my personality, man, even though people are laughing, but they are not expecting me right away to start talking about vibrators or like dildos or something when they look through the bin. Like, yeah, I was just making fun of it constantly when someone finds it. And every time new bin gets rolled out, I just say there are gonna be probably vibrators that are worth $1,000, and everyone starts digging. So it doesn't matter what it is, as long as you tell them that vibrator sells for $1,000 or a dildo that sells for like $500. People have their attention. They kind of grab their attention. They think, wow, there is a vibrator for $1,000. Enjoyed the video. Yeah, Tommy, I actually talked about it. Yeah, there's Frank and Janelle. Yeah, Tommy, actually, I talked about it. I said in the comments that that's why when you use a supply hot bubble wrap, you get 90% off. So you're gonna be saving on the length. Yeah, but I said that you're using a different coupon compared to Frank and Janelle. So Tommy is using like a higher end coupon that brings them 90% off. So it's gonna save him money knowing that the bubble wrap is shorter. Sorry, Tommy, we had to actually. Tommy told me that, guys. So sorry about that. Supply Hut. Tommy would like to kind of sponsor them someday. He just cannot find proper words how to speak to the executive of Supply Hut owners. So he's trying to always find kind of proper invitation for himself to start kind of sponsoring them. Because if Tommy said if you're gonna sponsor them, the length of the bubble wrap will actually decrease instead of increasing. But that was a great video, guys. Frank and Janelle, great job, guys. I really respect uh, an effort that you put in into taking all those bubble wraps and doing what you did. It's just a great video, which is very educational, truthful, which are videos that I love and respect. It's not about some kind of person going on YouTube and saying, "Wow, we just got Supply Hut bubble wrap. It's so great." You have to guys get it, buy it from Supply Hut right now. Go ahead and buy it from their store. I'll put a link. At least, actually, I got a comment. I told Janelle and Frank that I got a comment on my comment from on their video from American Bubble Boy. I think it was, I forgot his name. Maybe Joel, I think. He put a comment on my comment saying that I was making fun that Frank. I said in my comment that they will say that Frank was using the what is it called, the wheel, that wheel, the measuring wheel. That they're gonna say the measuring wheel is fake or doesn't work. And an American Bubble Boy posted a comment laughing and saying, "No, the wheel worked fine." So that was funny. Let's see who else I missed. I hope my internet is still working, guys. Sorry, I guess you guys are enjoying my life today. I really appreciate you enjoying my life some days, guys. Sometimes, some days. Really. It was actually interesting because I didn't I told Tommy, I told Frank and Janelle I'm not gonna talk about that video. I wanted to everyone to go see it. I don't have many people in my life, but most likely whoever's in my life already saw the video because you guys follow Frank and Janelle for sure. But it was actually not easy to actually unroll it with the wind and each bubble wrap and put it along all the way. And Frankie did a great job with eggs, and it was kind of funny at the same time. I was laughing with the eggs. It was kind of I was dying laughing. But I thought that supply hut bubble wrap you have to put like 20 rolls so the egg would not break. It was so bad. I mean, that's kind of so funny. Show you some of the cutscenes of trying to get the borrow to. Frank, you should have done it like in one of those bloopers in the end. Like next time, if you do something like that, do the bloopers in the end, like certain things that you can do. It's gonna be funny. Kent, yeah, Jen. Sorry, guys, I'm like way behind right now. I got like already maybe 10 more people maybe come into my life, hopefully. Eggs, Frank and Janelle, I hope you didn't need those eggs later on. I know you spent money on the eggs. Eggs are expensive right now. And you for that video, guys, you have to understand. Frank and Janelle used so many eggs just to make that video, guys. Just realize it, how much the price of the eggs is. Not only uh, about the actual bubble wrap problem, but the eggs also cost money. Let's Jim Neighbors records. Tommy, there were like we have like sometimes like I was actually thinking about that yesterday when I watch local Ohio resellers here from like certain who have channels. In Cleveland, actually, I think I'm the only one, as I said in my previous lives, in the city here. There is another guy who started doing a YouTube channel from west side of Cleveland. I haven't met him, but I saw his video already from Goodwill recently. And if you guys basically, I was thinking about it recently, where you guys see Pro Picker, he's from Ohio, around Dustin, his name, and he goes to garage sales with his wife and thrift stores, as you guys probably seen his videos. And Vic from Flipping Junk, he's also from Dayton. Usually, when you see their videos, they get to certain sales. You guys see them find like decent stuff most of the time. I mean, they do most likely because of lesser competition in that particular area where they live in Ohio. Because of it's not like Cleveland itself. Because in Cleveland, you're not gonna find like unless you go like even right now with garage sales. Every garage sale I go to specifically, there's gonna be something. If you don't go there first, most of the good stuff is gone. So you're not gonna. I mean, you go to specific ones. I mean, not everyone sells everything, as you guys know. Everyone has their own kind of stuff they like to sell, but most of the time, the famous categories, like famous uh, stuff that most resellers ask, are video games and the vinyls. So if you go there the first sale of the day, and you get there first, you go ask about it, then maybe you're gonna find it for a decent price. Most of the time nowadays, a lot of those people with video game stuff, they know at least I think maybe close to maybe 80%. They already know how much their stuff is. They check stuff on eBay. They check listed comps most of the time, not sold. But still, they already have an idea. But other times you just have to go and just look for stuff that is not video games or like vinyls or any like specific other categories like action figures sometimes like stuff like that people some collectible ones. So everything else is still there most of the time, you know. So it's like some like you would say this kind of category is basically the stuff that people go ask first. That's why people at garage sale, they will always say, already I was asked about it like 100 times. So like there is no point when I go to garage sales, there is no even point when I don't see video games on the table. If they even had them, most likely they were already sold. So there is no point. Sometimes I will ask, but rarely. um See, Kent was already. I was talking about so many things, guys. I already forgot what I was talking about. I was like, sorry, guys, if I'm way behind, let me know, please. Nicole, welcome. Here's my another guy's friend from Reseller Workroom, Nicolo Presto. Nicole, sorry, I didn't make it to Discord today yet. Nicole, I know you probably watched my Instagram video with my estate sale finds today. Let me show you guys just so I don't forget. Went to estate sale today, which I actually was supposed to go yesterday, but it was already too late to think about it. So that estate sale, when I checked pictures pictures of the estate sale. Right away, I could tell right away there was some kind of collector because there were like musical equipment there. There were a bunch of vinyls. There was a whole room. Nicole probably, I mean, saw my video from Instagram. There was like 3 rooms. One room was full of vinyl records and like cassette tapes and music CDs, like entire wall, like on the wall. So apparently, and there was another room that had entire room was VHS tapes, some kind of like gaming cards, bunch of stuff, like a lot of stuff. And there were VCRs there, DVD VCR combos. Probably there were some in a closet. They were priced up. VCRs were priced at $25. DVD VCR combos were priced at 40, 50. So there was no point even, talking about discount today because estate sale company, they will not give you any unless they may give you like $3 discount, which is not worth to buy a VCR for like $25 that sells for like 40. So, and tomorrow they're gonna have Sunday is the last day, so they're gonna have 50% off. So tomorrow the VCRs will be $15. Still not worth it. But anyway, I bought some. There was apparently, if I went Friday, there were more VHS tapes that somebody bought. Apparently, more horror because I usually buy horror VHS. If I find specific ones that I know sell for at least certain amounts, I will get them. So I got some of them. I'll show you. I got 10 of them for $1 each. Originally, they wanted $2, and then when I went to pay, the guy apparently forgot they were $2 each, so he charged me $1 each. So I didn't even, mention it, which is a smart way to do it. So I paid $10. Anyway, so I found this Cujo. It's a VHS, not Betamax. Cujo from Stephen King. You guys remember that movie? It was a dog. It was an angry dog, guys. I think Kent and Tommy probably will remember. Because I think Tommy probably watched that movie many times when he was growing up. So Cujo, doesn't this one doesn't sell for much, maybe $10, but for $1, I mean that's okay. Maybe more, maybe 12. Okay, got this Pet Cemetery original one with original cast, guys. Remember the kid from that movie? That was actually a scary movie. I remember the original one, not the remake. Remake was really bad, but original was good. And so basically, this one, that's a kid right here, guys. Remember that kid? There is this kid, guys, from Pet Cemetery. This kid is older than me right now, I think. I think he's probably 50 years old already. In this movie, he was probably maybe 8 years old, 7, but now he is probably 50. But that was a scary movie with a cat. So, anyways, this one sells for also $12, maybe 9, 10. Next one I got was Exorcist 3, which is rare. Exorcist Part 3. This is a rare one. Not a lot of those are around apparently. And this one sells also. It's not also doesn't sell for much. I was kind of thinking it would, but it's also around $12 maybe. But they are not like fast sellers, guys. They're also long tails, guys. That's my favorite movie growing up, guys. Maybe Tommy also remembers it. Tommy probably watched this movie also, like me, 10,000 times. Poltergeist with Heather O'Rourke, guys. Remember Heather? Heather passed away, guys, if you remember, in a young age. She was like apparently 10 years old when she passed away. But this was actually, I was afraid of that movie growing up. I remember my older brother would always put it on, and I will hide because I was afraid that something will come out from the TV. And that old guy, remember that old guy that was like, that old guy was so scary. I remember him like talking to that girl. I forgot this actor's name, but he was scary. And I was afraid of him actually back in the day when I was growing up, when I was 6. But yeah, guys, here's Poltergeist. Remember those scenes, guys? Famous Poltergeist scenes. This is from 1982. So when this movie came out, I was 4 years old. So if you guys remember Heather, if she would have grown up and still be alive right now, she probably would have been a good actress. If she hadn't died. So Poltergeist also sells for around maybe $10, maybe you know around that mark. Sorry guys, I'm not reading your comments. Hopefully there are 6 people still who are in my life. Appreciate you guys sticking around. I know I've been live for almost 2 hours, guys, so I'm taking your time away. Okay, got this. This is very cool. I just got it. It sells actually. This is, guys, marijuana or weed or medical weed. Anyways, this is Up in the Smoke tour. If you guys remember, this is very famous foursome right there. Foursome, guys. There's Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and Eminem, guys. As famous. Right now, they're kind of older, but that's a tour. They were at the same tour, guys. I think you saw the tour at the Super Bowl last year, but this was Up in Smoke on VHS. See, they still were on VHS back then, guys, with a parental advisory, explicit content, guys, right here. This one sells actually. I was surprised it sells for around like $12. I'll list it. I mean, unless Tommy wants it, I can ship it to Tommy so he can watch it with his wife. Tommy, let me know, man, in the comments. Maybe your wife will like this kind of content with this concert. Let me know, Tommy. Maybe I'll ship it to you as a gift. Tommy, you know how I like to send people stuff. Here's another one. Here's a famous The Fog with Jamie Lee Curtis, guys. Look how young Jamie Lee Curtis was, guys, back in the day. This is from 1979. I was 1 year old. I was 1 year old when this movie came out. So this is The Fog. I don't remember who. Oh, this is some kind of Adrian Barbeau. I don't think this actress is still around, guys. You can check on Google. But here's The Fog, guys. Also not a big seller. $10. Okay, this one actually was surprising. This may sell for a decent amount. This is Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. This cover, for some reason, is kind of rare. The case. Because I saw on Saltcam there were some other cases, some other covers with the birds. But this one, there was sold. I don't know. I have to check Therapy. I saw one Saltcam for like around $60 on this specific cover. So I don't know. Maybe it's a rare cover that people are looking for the birds, but here's the birds, guys. So this one was kind of surprising, but you never know. I mean, it's kind of misleading sometimes on VHS tapes, as you guys know. There are a bunch of them listed, and they take certain time to sell for collectors. Even the ones I still have listed are beta tapes that I haven't sold, the horror ones. This one also was kind of unusual cover. This is with Jodie Foster. Like, this is an old movie. I've never even seen it. Here is Jodie Foster, guys. Young. Look at that. I don't know if you see it. That's Jodie Foster right here. In the red, whatever it is. Under a red cover. That's Jodie Foster right here. Young. This is called The Little Girl Who Lives Down the Lane. See, that's the movie. The Little Girl Who Lives Down the Lane. This is by Orion. You guys remember these companies that made movies back in the day? Orion Productions or Orion Pictures. It was back in the day, was famous company, made a lot of movies. So, so with this cover, I haven't found one sold. There are some sold with different cover, but not with this one. So with this cover, maybe I can get more. But with different covers, they were selling for around $12 also. So it says here, Jodie Foster of Taxi Driver, guys. And this is, I think, the best one maybe that I found, which was surprising to find. This is classical horror. If you guys remember this back in the 80s, this movie was called The Blob. This was actually a scary movie. I remember I was like probably maybe 7 years old, maybe even like 6. I don't remember. But I remember my older brother would always watch those horror movies. back in Soviet Union with like Russian translation, guys. Because back in the day there were video stores. They would like translate movies from English to Russian, and he will like get them, rent them. It was like a blockbuster, but in Soviet Union. But every time, like he will only watch horror movies, like Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, like Blob, Poltergeist. So it's like this movie for this one actually sells for 20, around $20. This is if you find a new one sells for really good money. See, there's a damage on the back here. But this was a scary movie. I remember it. I remember how those were like eating people, and people would become like one piece or something. It's similar to the movie The Thing, I think, with Kurt Russell, which I kind of didn't find. But I think what happened yesterday, I didn't find Halloween. I didn't find Friday the 13th. I didn't find many of like aliens. I think whoever was there yesterday when they did the first day of estate sale, I think that person bought bunch of Halloween. I think there were Halloween for sure because of the collections that person had. I mean, for sure there was Halloween. Halloween 3 and Halloween 4 sell for really good money. I know that. I sold Halloween 3, Return of Michael Myers, for like $50 before. So I'm pretty sure someone already yesterday bought a bunch of good ones. So I made kind of wrong choice. Maybe if I went there instead of the beans, I would have grabbed a bunch of good VHS tapes like Halloween, Friday the 13th, maybe some rare ones, some rare horror ones. So, but I still got good deal for like $1 each. They still gonna sell eventually. I was kind of everything else was priced up, really like really badly. Uh, Trace is not. I think I'm so way behind right now, guys. So I'm sorry. Now I could just bubble wrap. Yeah, that was like a big yard, guys. Frank and Janelle, if you're still here, I don't know if it's your yard. Maybe it's neighbors. So плохо замерз. Frank, I think Supply have probably understood that if they don't do it, Tommy will never buy their bubble wrap ever again. Not even one bubble wrap or box. Supply Hut wouldn't respond, just blocked us. Oh, you see, that shows, Tommy. That shows their business. You see, then when you expose company like that, they hide their ass right away. Down they run for cover. Because of how many people they may have ripped off with that stuff. If you understand what I'm talking, you probably understand. Imagine how many uh, pieces of bubble wrap they already sold with those measurements. And if you actually smart enough and try to file a lawsuit against them, you can try to do that. But I think they already ran for cover and contacted their attorney just in case. So if there ain't gonna be any lawsuits regarding the what do you call it? There's a specific word for that kind of stuff, guys. You know what I'm talking about. When you sell something and it's not what you bought, because a lot of people would not do what Frank and Janelle did, to expose something like that. That was a lot of work, and you have to, it's not just Supply Hut. There were other ones that Frank and Janelle did, other companies. So basically, you know, every time you buy bubble wrap now from like those types of websites, you will think about this kind of stuff. Most of resellers probably, maybe someone knew about it. I'm pretty sure that someone already measured this kind of like bubble wrap before. They just stayed quiet, didn't wanna, do anything about it. Maybe they probably decided not to ever buy from them again. And in my opinion, but if you actually but they let's see. Sorry guys, my internet went out for. I think Supply Hut decided to block my life, guys. I think Supply Hut heard me talking about them and decided that's it. I had enough of him. Sonny, welcome to my life, man. Letting your hair grow out. Man, no, actually, my man, I have curly hair. It's not like yours straight up, man. Straight hair. I mean, I'm struggling when I grow my hair out, man. It's like my hair get really curly, like they curl so bad, and it's like they're like I feel like a weight. So I'm gonna cut it, man. Sometimes I'll grow it out, but it's Sunny. What I can tell you at my age, it's still good that I have hair. Like being almost 45 and have this kind of hair right now. I mean, it's like sometimes it's kind of unusual. So, most people that I know, my friends who are in their 40s, some don't have hair anymore or have bald spots. I mean, it's like for me, like I think it's kind of good, maybe. Let's see who else. Sorry, guys, I missed your comments, but I was talking about so many things. If you ever watch Ghost Hunt International, this cat has in the room. Um, I haven't seen it, Nicole. Actually, I know like one time I got like my friend hooked me up with like he does house cleanings. He has like a house cleaning business where he goes buys a house and he has a crew of contractors that remodels the house so he can sell it. So he will call me sometimes and tell me like I got some bunch of stuff in the house. You want to come and get it because otherwise I'll throw it away in a dumpster. So one time there was a house and there was like bunch of rooms with like VHS tapes, also vinyls, and I got it for free because he's my friend from high school. So he's like, you come just get it away, and I don't want to. He knows I'm selling, so he hooks me up sometimes. He just doesn't charge me, and sometimes he tells me if you sell something for like $1,000, let me know. Maybe you can give me $100, you know. But he is not, he doesn't mind because he sells real like houses, he rents out real estate, so he's not like doing any eBay stuff. He's mostly trying to get rid of that stuff to clean the house, so he doesn't want to do any estate sales. He tells me if you want to do an estate sale, just do an estate sale, people will come pay for that and you can like we can split it, you know. But I just don't want to do it. I would rather just take it and sell it on eBay, you know, or other platforms. Sorry guys if I missed someone today. But thanks guys for stopping by once again because usually my lives are only about Viagra and sexual type of conversations. But today I was talking about bubble wrap more. David's organ life. Yeah, I actually missed David's life. Actually, I told David about it, so David knows. I have to hit that bell, David. If you're still here, I didn't hit the bell. The bell is very important, guys. So don't forget to hit the bell, subscribe, and hit the like button. It's very important. Hit the like button to get a sale. I like the third version cartoon of. Yeah, that one, Nicole, that one is a really good one. Actually, the first time I watched it was way back when I was probably like 5, 6. It's way back in the day, and that's why I like Alice in Wonderland because all the characters from that cartoon are kind of, Lewis Carroll, who actually wrote that Alice in Wonderland. I read about him, and he apparently used some kind of opiates, I guess, some kind of stuff. Nicole, he did something to write this kind of story about Alice. I mean, you have to have a wild imagination to write something that girl falls into some kind of hole, goes into some kind of magical forest where there is gonna be like talking Cheshire cat, talking rabbit, and Mad Hatter, who was like in Russian version, he was actually a very interesting character. In American version, if you watched with Johnny Depp actually was the perfect actor for that role because every time Tim Burton did his movies about those types of things, like Willy Wonka or like Alice in Wonderland, he would invite Johnny Depp to be one of the given part of certain character because Johnny Depp was always some kind of psychedelic movies like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. If you guys watched it with Benicio del Toro, Johnny Depp and Benicio del Toro in that movie was like crazy because that writer actually was on drugs, and that movie was difficult to make because this guy probably was on mushrooms, and in the movies they are on mushrooms. So it was always Johnny Depp was in some kind of very unusual roles. He's a good actor. I mean, I don't know about him as a person that much from his trials, but as an actor, he's not bad. He's talented. Let's see what else I missed. This brother's done a few. Sorry, guys. Slasher movies. Kent is saying okay, so everyone will be okay, guys. Kent, thanks for stopping by, man. Kent, guys, doesn't have a much of a YouTube channel, but please subscribe to Kent, guys. Kent has same kind of channel as me, guys, with just 10 subscribers. Slasher movies are boring as ones I got. Yeah, the ones I got, but they, Nicole, the problem with that stuff, like today you saw probably from my Instagram story, is that most of the stuff there was really priced up. The only things that weren't priced up were media, like cassettes, 8 tracks, vinyls. And when I got there, I already knew there are gonna be two resellers who only buy vinyls because they like appear like magically right away. When there are vinyls at the state sale, there are two of them, two guys, older generation guys. They're probably in their 60s, but they know so much about vinyls. You can make like a day YouTube video about them talking about bands, talking about vinyl covers from different countries, the manufacturers. They know like so much about vinyl records that you're not gonna be even a close competition to them because I mean that's why when I got there today, I met them before many times, so they know me. So I asked them if there were any rap vinyls. So I was kind of hoping maybe they will give me some. As like poor soul like me looking for VHS tapes, and suddenly I was interested in records. But I mean, I still find records. I just don't sell them a lot because with records it's very tricky unless you find like really good bands, which is rare. I mean, collections. Sometimes you see from some YouTuber videos that they can like find certain bands like Pink Floyd, sometimes Iron Maiden, which is really rare. If you find Iron Maiden records, I mean, with good covers, it's rare. I mean, that's like I never found it. Let me put it this way. Grateful Dead is rare. Led Zeppelin, sometimes you will run into like Scorpions, this type of stuff. Like, also blues, jazz type of performers that are kind of good. Rap is very good. Like rap vinyls, if you find certain ones, they're really good sellers. But rarely you're going to find rap vinyls. I rarely found any. Found some cassettes recently, which I actually had on Instagram also, from my media guy. My media guy who supplies me some of the stuff. So let's see, Cold Inet. Yeah, we talked about bubble wrap, guys. Coffee, talk, and tech. John, welcome to my life, man. Thanks for stopping by. How you been, John? Haven't seen John in a while, actually. John, how you been, brother? Roman has supply hub. Tommy, I think you're absolutely right about that. I think supply cut, guys. Guys, let me put it this way. I'm sorry I haven't told you in the past, but supply cut told me if you're gonna talk about us, we're gonna give you free internet. So guys, I cannot say anything bad about supply cut anymore. I'm sorry because they're gonna disconnect my internet forever, and then I'm gonna have to use a bunch of coupons to get them back, guys. I cannot. I'm gonna have to find someone who can give me coupons to get my internet back. So I'm sorry, guys. We're not gonna talk about supply cut anymore because they're gonna get angry, guys. Disconnect me. See, guys, it's the advantage of supply cut. You get less bubble wrap, but you get free internet. So, guys, I'm sorry about that. Let's see. John, thanks for stopping by, man. You haven't done your podcast in a while. I don't know what happened, but I enjoyed your guys' podcast back in the day, even though it wasn't a long time ago. But you guys maybe need to consider it. John, maybe you and Tommy can do podcast. Tommy is looking actively for host, so I think John probably would be a good host for Tommy. to start a podcast back. The bad, this is a bad country. In New York. Let's see who else I missed, guys. I'm so way behind already today. Let me show you another thing I found. I actually found 5 of those. We're gonna set a record today, guys. We're gonna try to go for like, I think I'm gonna probably die if I'm gonna go for 3 hours, but we'll try. Maybe not. I don't want to hold you up, guys. Hopefully you list. Hopefully you do something productive, not like me talk about supply hut. Talking about supply hut is not productive, guys. It's not gonna make you money. You can talk about them, but it's not. They're only gonna disconnect my internet, so it's not gonna be productive. So anyway, got a bunch of those. This is a Amazon Rest Hedge sound machine, brand new open box. The boxes are messed up, but that's what happens at the bin store, guys. This I got like 5. Got 5 of those, guys. They sell for $50. 50, 55. See, this one doesn't have like even a cover. Someone tore it. But this is something. Apparently, there are different versions. See, I got whole stack of them. Where's another one? Here's another one. Here's another one. Got a bunch of those, guys. 5 of them. 5 of those Amazon Rest things. Yesterday at the bins. One reseller gave one to me. He said, "Here you go. It's you already got 4. Here's another one." So they put it on my cart. Anyway, guys, they don't sell for much. $50. Paid 14. So $50 plus shipping. They're small. That's why I got them. They're gonna. I mean, they're light, not that heavy. I mean, that's why I usually, if something sells for 50 and I pay 14, I don't like to get it unless it's something really like small and lightweight that I can ship by first class, or like maybe a pound, maybe a little bit more. But it wasn't like a great find, but that's what happens, guys. Sometimes you gain, sometimes you don't. It depends on how it turns out at the bins. I mean, that's every week is different. Every week, guys, it's different. Keeps me laughing on this. Actually, John, I recently was posting a lot of sexual jokes because I was tired of posting political stuff, which is not, I mean, it's not funny anymore anyway, because we already know everything. And sexual jokes, I think, are more funnier anyway. And other ones compared to politics, because politics is sad, man. I think it's not even funny anymore. Look like New York City. Off grid. Kent, Tracy does a good job, man. Tracy got a big house. I think, Kent, if you're still here, man, Tracy got bigger house than me, you, and Tommy, man. So give her some props, man. Tracy is a woman, guys, and we're men. Come on. See, Tracy got bigger house than us. We're working waiting for Julian assigned to finalize details. Exactly. For some of it. Internet will be on Jupiter in 20, and not on Jupiter, Tommy, probably on Pluto, the farthest one, with AI, with artificial intelligence. So guys, so I got like all that stuff. So I hope it was entertaining. Got let's see, didn't get much more stuff. Like I got some like yesterday I got like bunch of uh, there were some, I didn't even look at them yet. Some Pyrex I got yesterday for $1. Pyrex ball. So like if you find Pyrex for $1, guys, usually I will get it. So if it sells for 20. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I miss John and Jeff. Yeah, me too. John and Jeff should come back, guys. John and Jeff did a great. They had professional equipment, much more better than mine. For my equipment, guys, I paid for the camera with built-in microphone. I paid I think $60. But John and Jeff have like paid up for their equipment, guys. If he dies, he dies. If you die, live the views will be worth it. Let's. That's it, guys. If I'm gonna die, just I don't know, guys. Tommy, you're probably gonna get my inventory, man. I don't think Tommy will want it. Tommy, if you don't want it, let me know. I mean, I'll wear lipstick if it helps. John, just do it, man. Nobody gonna talk about it anyway. So you, John, you're gonna be good, man. If you wear lipstick nowadays, John, people like newer generation specifically, they don't care what you look like at all. If you're bald, if you have hair, if you're like woman, man, I mean, whatever. I mean, I'm not gonna bash anyone, but not, like right now, I mean, it's not. We're in a certain like right now with new generation like growing up and even being born right now. I mean, the farther it goes, you can already tell the difference. Like people in their 50s compared to someone who is in early 20s easily, which was like probably not the case for me when I was in my 20s and someone was like at the time in their 50s. Like it was kind of more in terms of views on life. It was a little bit different, you know. But I mean, not completely different compared to nowadays. I mean, nowadays is people get offended nowadays. Newer generation doesn't like talking about different type of things, and not let alone politics. They don't like to talk about gender stuff like that. I mean, you offend someone right away, and I mean it is what it is, man. Everyone has their own opinion on that stuff, so I don't talk about it anymore. It's not worth it. I mean, whatever. It's just sometimes it's funny. It's just nothing you can do about it, and that's gonna be what's gonna happen in the future. I mean, that's what's coming to. So don't be bothered by it. Yeah, Kent, I know. I checked. I mean, they're selling for like on Amazon brand new. Those are not even brand new. They're like open box, whatever. I mean, they're gonna sell for $50. I know each. So show your cleavage, John. Show your cleavage. Tracy would love to see it, John, because you know Tracy appreciates if you have cleavage or not, so it's important. It's a see 1 pound. See, Ken, Tracy built a compound already, big house compared to us guys who are struggling, man. So see, Tracy should be happy about it. Do you want to come on and sniff? Damn, if I would lived in Delaware, man, I would have stopped, probably be stopping by at your place all the time. Unless your wife probably would not like it that much, because I'm kind of. I don't think your wife will kind of like me showing up there, talking about like vibrators and stuff. I don't know. Not a lot of women, Tommy, are kind of like this. I think most women don't don't like this kind of stuff. Talking about this kind of stuff, you know. Even though yesterday one lady at the beans, she got this vibe like a dildo or something or some kind of male sex toy. She was like telling me, "This is for you guys," and I'm like, "Oh, how do you know?" Maybe it's for you also. But she was laughing, so she didn't get offended. So it was kind of funny conversation. I need to next week. I'm gonna take my GoPro and record because some of the conversations at the beans with some people are just funny because what they say. I mean, but the problem is yesterday actually it was funny how two resellers were now actually they make a game out of it because if you grab one item at the same time, they play rock paper scissors. So there were two resellers grabbed one thing at the same time yesterday, and they played paper rock scissors, and then the lady and the guy, and the lady won the game. So the reseller guy, got upset. He was like, "Let's flip a coin," because you know it was like a $250 item. It was some kind of shark hair dryer, shark set, like the whole set. There was a hair dryer, straightener. It was selling for almost $300. So he was upset. He's like, no, even though he goes there every week. And I talked to him and I was like, why are you getting so upset, man? Like I tell him, you're gonna go here again next Friday. The store is not gonna go away. You know, the store is not closing. You're still gonna find something like that next week, maybe more. You know, it's not like the store is closing and that's it. Your life ends with you someone find something that's worth $300 and you didn't, and you get upset, and that's it. Like you don't want to talk to any other resellers anymore. It's like, and that's what happens all the time. I mean, people like get upset. So like at the bins, it's like no real like there is no real friendship anyway. It's like every time I run into this kind of issue at the bins, you get your stuff, you find what you find. Like when you get into the bins, you go look through the bins, you find stuff, you like get it, and then when you got a bunch of different things, you camp it out, you leave a lot of stuff. Not everything that you guys see me in my lives from the bins that I keep. I mean, later on, I check comps, like I found last week I found I think 4 Lego sets. Like 3 of them were new, and they were only selling for like around $45 on eBay, and it was a $14 day. Even though the sell-through rate was really good, you're gonna pay $14 for a like big box of Lego set box. It's gonna cost you probably to ship it around. I mean, you can put it in a flat rate envelope, but I usually don't if it's bigger than flat rate priority mail envelope. But still, I mean, if it ships from Ohio to California, I'm gonna pay up. I mean, I'm gonna pay either ship it through UPS, most likely through UPS, and I'm still gonna be paying around maybe $12 to $14 shipping if it's gonna weigh over a pound or 2 pounds. So $14 and it sells for 45. There is no point to pay $14 for it. So basically, I just gave couple away to other resellers. Just gave it to them, because there is a lady there that doesn't care. Like she will just grab something that's $14 that sells for like 40. She gonna make after the shipping and fees, even though she told me she sometimes will sell on Facebook Marketplace, which is another kind of, if you buy it for 14, you post it on Facebook Marketplace. And for Lego set, it makes sense because you're not going to be paying fees if you're going to sell it for cash to someone locally. So, I mean, it depends on your business model. Once again, like sometimes you think about it, like how many fees you're going to pay on eBay to ship it or sell it after all the fees, how much money you're going to make, how much profit you're gonna make. So it's not worth paying $14 to sell it for 45 or 50 even. To and then pay shipping costs, depends on where it's going, and fees. But if you list it on Facebook Marketplace locally, that's what bunch of those bin resellers do. Actually, I asked a couple that they don't sell on eBay because of the fees. So they will just buy it, they will put it on Facebook Marketplace, local pickup, and they do like local. When a person goes to your house and does like porch pickup, they put money in a mailbox or whatever, cash, and that's it. That's how you do it. But that's actually, I mean, still makes sense to get it for $14, even if it sells for 45. And even though I didn't want to deal with it, since I don't put a lot of stuff on Facebook Marketplace unless it's something big. Maybe you should consider it. It's like still money. Like you can sell it fast, especially Legos. So, so that's my point, guys. I'm sorry, I'm taking your time today, guys. See, I'm talking to myself again, guys. Three people in my life already. Everyone already left, guys. John, let's see. You guys talk about you guys. I see talking about amongst yourselves already. Tracy, thanks for stopping by. Probably already left 10 years ago. Cool. From the outside, seemed like the pandemic really messed with him mentally. I don't know what's up with Jeff. So let me. Um, I think I will have to read it. Go back. So I don't know, guys. Hope John. I hope Jeff is doing good, man. He has a lot on okay, yeah. See, he has a lot on his plate. Exactly, John. Like us all. Exactly, man. Some paid video works. That's good. Some people get into other things, so that's great, man. Um, Ken sold his wife on. Kent, did you sell your wife again, man? Come on, Kent, you cannot sell your wife. Kent, what's gonna happen? What are you gonna do if you sell your wife? What's gonna happen, man? I think I found some other thing. at the bins yesterday, which I don't know where it is. But so I've shown you everything, guys, that I found. I think I bought a bunch of media that I have to list. Tammy's favorite category, guys. Media. If you ever have this way, let me know. Yeah, John, if I would have lived in Delaware, where Tommy is, probably would have stopped by at Tommy's house. We would probably go out to the bars maybe every weekend. I think Tommy probably would not mind to take his mind away from his basement shoes. Would have probably got some drinks. Then probably his wife and my wife would have called and asked if we went to strip club yet. I'll be coming soon, hopefully, to drop some more deal off to another guy. I know who this guy is. Probably. Oh no, I don't think so. I thought it was Jake. No, Tommy has a lot of customers, John. So we don't know. Tommy usually sends a lot of stuff to Jake to help him out. He's doing a great job in terms of helping Jake out. And sometimes Jake will ship something. Even sometimes Jake will buy something from Tommy, which he never does. And Tommy will buy something from Jake, sometimes, and usually something big. So Tommy knows that the money is very well spent. Tommy knows if we can't help Jake, guys. Jake is a nice guy. Another channel on Saturday nights that I like to watch. If I'm not going anywhere on Saturday night, which I usually lately, for some reason, haven't gone anywhere so far. Kind of getting old, Tommy. Tommy, we're getting old, man. We need to kind of go back to our 30s, man. I think back when I was in my 30s, it was kind of wasn't getting so tired. It was like I'm right now in my 40s, man. Like right now, usually, like if someone calls me and tells me let's go to some kind of bar or I don't know anywhere to hang out, I have like used to be like I would go right away, not even think about it. Now, like I'm so like I don't know, like I would like list uh stuff on like do something during the day, and then towards the evening I have like I don't want to go anywhere anymore like I used to. It's like something changes, man. That's how you get old, Tommy. That's why it's important, guys. Don't get old. Still go everywhere. Still have strength to go. Because sometimes then guys who are in their 30s they call you and say, "Come on, you're getting old. You used to go with us," and I'm like, "Well, I just don't feel like it anymore." Have to drop the blow so I can buy it. Tommy, you have to drop off the blow mold, and next time Jake will raise the price, so the shipping will be more higher. And in that case, just select local pickup, so Jake can actually deliver it to you, or send an Uber. So you're gonna be all right with that. So basically, that's what happens, guys. And if you guys actually, I was checking out some latest videos from Pete, Craigslist Hunter. He had some interesting videos lately. I always forget about, when I watch Pete's videos, there is always something interesting going on in terms of people bringing him some stuff, like interesting stuff. Last video with Pete, there was like, he was buying some interesting items like uh, cassette deck, tape deck, which was not, it was actually the video before that. Last week, I think it was different, some other stuff, which was interesting. Always forget the items for some reason, like, but very interesting items that people bring to his shop all the time. That's basically why it's very good to have a shop like Pete has, is that you get this kind of stuff, you learn on the fly, sometimes not on the fly, but you learn and you always progress because it's tough to even learn about everything. But like when people bring the stuff to like a shop like he has, where he can actually look it up, and negotiate the prices, that's a very interesting concept by itself. But you know, and videos are very interesting the way he does it. And you know, flips the coin. Last time when he bought like flipped the coin with a guy that wanted to pay originally wanted $20 for something that he brought him, and then Pete told him $10, and then they flipped the coin, and the guy won. So Pete paid him $20 each. So that was an interesting concept for a $20 just watching. Well, Tommy, that's why you see you're helping Jake out. Jake doesn't mind. Jake will be on later today, guys. Today is Saturday, so watch out for Jake's live because I will be watching Thrifty Lobster today. Rob is actually, I mean, I have to give him props. I give props to Rob Thrifty Lobster. I mean, that's a tough situation that he's in, and the guy does vlogs, still got like 3 jobs, goes to work, goes ship stuff on eBay. It's like a character of a person. Like you see right away, you know, the guy's like, you know, one of those people, one of those channels that I love, and many others too, where people do that kind of stuff, which is very interesting, you know, that Rob does. And yeah, guys, so watch Thrifty Lobster. So Thrifty Lobster Adventures. I heard, sorry about that. Heard Lobster moved into new place. Um, Kent, I don't know. I haven't watched the last 2 videos. I think I watched yesterday. I watched, I think, 8 of his videos because his videos are not long. And there were some like 12-minute ones. There was like a minute one, 2-minute ones. So I watched entire marathon of Lobster's channel. And sorry about that, guys. My internet again sponsored by Supply Hut, guys. Guys, I have to say it all the time. Sorry, Tommy, Kent, whoever is else lurking. Guys, my internet is sponsored by Supply Hut today. So if it goes out, guys, I cannot control it. Supply Hut has a button that they will disconnect me from. They know, Tommy, they know that Supply Hut knows that I don't have any money, man. So they kind of told me, let's do a deal. We'll give you free internet, but you have to mention us every 10 minutes about our bubble wrap, about boxes. So have to give them props, guys. So buy from Supply Hut. Don't forget, they got the best bubble wrap, best boxes, guys. So don't forget that. From the front seat to back seat. Yeah, but look at what he did in his car, man. He did like a shower rod. He put like a towel for privacy, and he got like, so he. I mean, he lives in California. I mean, that's like even living in California, it's an expensive place by itself to live. Let alone do like I mean, the thing about it, it's not just him. I mean, most people like even living in California, if you don't make certain amount of money, there is no freaking way, man. You're gonna make. I mean, you're gonna become homeless. I mean, it's like in California. I mean, of course, it also matters where in California, but San Diego is like very expensive place. I know that because my friend lives there. San Diego is like I think one of the most expensive cities here in the United States. So like I don't know, like if he would have lived in Ohio, he would have probably be driving Mercedes, even having one job. Said he moved near the beach. I haven't heard that. That's good. Well, I don't know. I have to watch. I didn't. I actually watched the video from 2 days ago of his. So I don't know. He didn't say about moving into anywhere yet. So I have to catch up. Maybe he did. I think me and Tommy need to check it out. Tommy, go check out Thrifty Lobster on YouTube, man. Check out if he moved. If not, we're gonna have to help him, Tommy. We cannot do that. Supply Hut needs to help Thrifty Lobster, guys. Supply Hut got enough money. That's good to hear, Kent. So, yeah, hopefully. I don't know. Maybe he moved to a nice parking spot. See, I don't know. Let me check. Let me check, Kent. Let me go to Thrifty Lobster and see what's going on there. If he moved to a parking spot. Let's see, guys. The video from 21 hours ago. Homeless and Confused Fast Food Edition. I think I watched. No, actually, I didn't yet. No, actually, that was from yesterday. So maybe he moved. So the last video I didn't watch. So I have to watch it today to figure out, guys, if Laughter moved to a parking spot. It's a nice ocean view with sharks. He moved into the parking lot with sharks. It was funny actually. Yesterday, I read an article here in Cleveland that in Columbus, which is like an hour and a half away from Cleveland, they found two alligators swimming in the river. And I was like, what the heck happened? How the alligators ended up in Ohio? I mean, because our weather is so freaking cold. It was like on Friday morning yesterday, it was like 36 degrees in the morning. Can you guys imagine? It was May 26th, and we have 36 degrees in Cleveland in the morning. And it was like early February weather type of situation. So when I read about alligators swimming in the river, I was kind of thinking, what's the world coming to? Even if Ohio, with our cold weather, has alligators, then what's next? We're gonna have some other exotic animals appearing in Cleveland, like like parrots. No, I know, Nicole, they can, but it was very unusual because, like, what happened actually, people uh, called the police, and apparently one alligator got shot. And then what I learned actually from reading the article, it was someone who actually had alligators as pets in their, like, I don't know how they kept two alligators wherever they kept them. I don't know. So apparently they let them out into the river here in Columbus. So someone called police and they shot one alligator and killed it. And there is another one apparently on the loose. It was just a funny article because it said one alligator was shot and the other alligator is still on the loose, like a criminal. So they're gonna post like photos of alligator on the walls everywhere, like a criminal, like a felon. It's just unbelievable how like people will like post articles on the internet, like alligators like have us any other choice of like being wild animals, and then police and someone shoots one like it was causing some kind of issue, like people saw it. There are a bunch of alligators running around in Florida and South Carolina, Georgia. I mean, I think it's actually against the law there to shoot them, but unless they attack you. But I think if alligator will run towards you, it's very fast. First of all, if it's close to you, you're not gonna be running away from it much, unless you're like fast runner, like track, like I mean, unless you run away fast, there is no way you're gonna run away from it anyway. So they shot one like it was a criminal, and then they posted the other one is still on the loose. Like one alligator will be going through like door to door. It's just crazy. They don't like it, but it's possible. Yeah, I know they can. They just the weather. I mean, right now it's actually not bad compared to when it's January in Cleveland or Ohio, when it's like, even though there's not in Cleveland, in Columbus it's much warmer. In Cleveland, I think they would not like it at all. In Cleveland, I think if they would have come to our river, I don't think they will like it much with this how cold it is. They'll probably go back. Yeah, they were exactly. Tommy is right. They were lizards because actually, Tommy, I don't know what happened. They already stopped talking about the derailment. I think they forgot about the derailment, like they forget about all the other things. usually, which I kind of not surprised. Every time something happens, they forget about the stuff like months later, like nothing happened. I think if there are aliens that land here someday, they're probably gonna say there are aliens, and then the next month, if there are gonna be aliens, it's gonna be okay, and they're just not gonna talk about them. Yeah, Nicole, they shot one. Unfortunately, guys, one alligator died. So let's remember, let's give one alligator a minute of silence. So guys, I hope it was entertaining, guys. But the good thing, guys, that I'm not gonna sell this. I decided to keep iPad because I mean, um, the point. I mean, I know it sells for like around. I checked. This is new open box. This model I checked sells from around like $600 to $800. But some I sold, one sold comp even for 900, because with Apple iPads it depends on generation and like size. This is 256 gig, but it's like paying $14 for Apple iPad. I mean, where else you gonna find? I mean, Apple iPad for $14, and how many times you're gonna find it for that price? So I decided I'm gonna keep it. If I find another one, there was another one there yesterday, and Tommy's friend Raphael. Tommy, I think when you do your live first time, like when you resume your lives with Tracy, I'll talk to Raphael, man, and maybe Raphael will be your first guest. He's a very good picker. Like every time he goes to the beans, man, he like has like smell. He goes like to the bin where there's like some kind of good good thing in it. Like he smells it. Like you smell the shoe sometimes. Like he can smell it. Like he wasn't in the bins last week. I found iPad. He came to the bins this week. He found iPad. So see, that's like whenever he's in the bins, there is like for some reason he will find those types of things. Even though I still found decent stuff anyway. It's just like I decided to keep iPad because every like you can find it every week. See, he found it this week. Same. I think it was even like better than this one. So like next week I can find another iPad. So I listed. So that's why it's like no point to find like even one lady found the Microsoft Surface laptop that sells for $1,500, and I told her just to keep it because she paid $14 for it. Where else you gonna pay $14 for a like brand new Microsoft Surface laptop? Why sell it? She can find it again, you know. So it's like there is no point. The cancer would be cancer losses. Exactly, Tommy. I think, Tommy. I think actually not just cancer ones. I think there are a bunch of other issues. I know what you're talking about. Actually, not just those types of things. I think there are gonna be other things going on soon. See, Estelle already came home, and I'm still talking on. I think everyone is kind of like the people just look at go into my life and say, "What the heck? He's been live already for 3 hours." It's he got so much energy even when he's not feeling good. Like I'm not feeling good today. He can go for 3 hours. He can go an hour more when he's not feeling. When he's feeling good, he cannot go for 3 hours. But when he's feeling bad, he can go for 3 hours. People are confused, guys. They don't know. They think I'm some kind of alien. Rafael, yeah, man, he is Tommy. He doesn't go to any garage sales or anywhere. He likes beans, man. But he has advantage because he goes with his wife, and usually if there's like a couple goes in there in the beans, they're like going like with two carts. One will go into one direction, the wife will go to other direction, like split. And of course they're gonna find more stuff. That's understandable. That's why I need more people. He uses AI vision. No, he was. I mean, where I mean, yesterday he gave me one thing. Actually, he found like a Nest. I think it was like a doorbell type of thing, like one of those Nest doorbells. he found it and he gave it to me. It was like selling for $70. So he just gave it to me, He's like, here you go. He's a good dude. I mean, usually like it's like one of those things where you kind of develop kind of some kind of friendship sometimes with certain resellers. Like you find something, you give him one time, you give it to him. The next time he'll find something, he give it to you, and it's not like about trying to fight over something that gonna sell for a certain amount, because with the beans situation we all perfectly know, because when they bring out new bean and all resellers around it, you know perfectly well that resellers know how much approximately at least something sells for. So of course they're gonna be trying to grab it before you, so you have to be fast. You cannot just, stand and kind of think this is your like friend and he will not grab it. Of course, the person, I mean, it's normal kind of thing. I mean, the person will grab it to sell it to make money. They're not gonna think about like, oh, let him. I will just step away, let them grab it. But that happens. I mean, they will just, sometimes will exchange things. Like he will find something, give it to me. Some next week I'll give something to him. It's like you kind of develop certain trust relationship in a way where like you will, if you feel like an outsider, which actually somebody told me it's better to be outsider in this case. Like sometimes you see those YouTubers who we're not gonna talk about because they probably gonna get upset, cry, but you sometimes see them go together to garage sales, and they, someone will grab something, another one will look at something, grab something, and even there they kind of try to kind of cooperate with each other, even knowing that one of them got something better that sells for more money. But at the same time, some resellers I talk to, they don't like this. They don't like, to go with other resellers to garage sales. They would rather go by themselves and just find stuff themselves without this, you know, kind of not in a friendship way, but like why they would say, why would I go with another reseller? I'm kind of trying to make money. I'm not here, to make like great friends, unless it's my childhood friend, unless it's my really good friend that I've known for many years. And yeah, sometimes we'll go together. But most of them, I mean, I understand they're trying to make money for their families. They go there like a work, like a job. It's not like they. Most of them are full time, so they, of course, they will go and try to find stuff that they're gonna sell for more money. Like in the beans, as an example, as I told you, that stuff that sells for 200, $300. Of course, they're gonna try to get it first. That's understandable. That's mentality. It's not like they're gonna give you advantage, because you're like talk to them, or that's understandable. Some resellers don't like it. I talked to a bunch of different resellers in the beans. They don't like this environment. They don't like fighting over in the beans, because they tell me they like an environment where they can go to estate sale, even though it doesn't matter. Even at the state sale, if you're gonna get there later, nothing gonna be left unless you find something specific, or garage sale. So it's like, I mean, it's like depends on what you like, and it all the time I see that in the beans, people, resellers, kind of friendly with each other, and then like was yesterday, a lady and a guy that goes there all the freaking time, every Friday they're there. They saw at the same time. I saw it because I was on the other side of the bin, and I saw that they were bringing this shark hair styling kit, which I already grabbed in the past, and I know it sells for $300. I saw it, and I saw the lady right away jumped and ran towards it. The guy, the other reseller, was standing right next to the thing. So when they said go, they both grabbed it at the same time. But she's a woman, and he's a guy, so he basically kind of tore it from her. Even I mean, she's not gonna fight with him. And then she got upset, and she's like, "I got it first." And they talk to each other all the time at the bins. And they got. I told them like I saw them like you can play paper rock scissors, instead of arguing and getting upset, And she got upset, so she didn't want to play. and she was like telling me, like started cursing, and she walked away. And that's what creates negativity when you got bunch of sometimes resellers. Not all of them, I'm not gonna go that far, but it creates negativity because you don't want to, sometimes you kind of talk to them, but at the same time you see what they're doing, and what's going to happen next time they're going to bring something out. I talked to another reseller and they were going to grab at the same time, and then he'll start, I got it first. I ran into the situation, and we played paper rock scissors, and it's fine. Or I would have preferred flip a coin, but that's fine. I'm actually not angry at that situation because I know they're going to keep bringing beans out, so everyone most likely will have a chance at finding something decent. At least one, two things that is worth decent money, decent amount. Because every time they're gonna bring something else, there may be $300 item, there may be $200 item. So eventually, like everyone will find something. So fighting over it, it's not gonna create any positivity at all. And I told them before, and but it's like basically it doesn't matter that much. It's like people are hungry for things to make money. That's understandable. It's not given out to them, so they have to basically grab it and get like at that place and run towards it. Like it's like crazy how that happens. But we already see when something comes out in a bin. We already see if there's, because I already bought so many things. I already see if there's something good. I will try to get in that area of the bin, because like at least there is a more chance to grab it than standing on the other side. So like you think about this kind of stuff. Coco and Chewy, welcome to my live, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Cell was their experience. That's good, man. Well, to be fair, if you felt good, if you'd be drunk by now, that's the. Well, Tommy, that's the thing. But I took at least medication, man, because I had a headache. I bet he gives it to you often. Kent, we're going to sexual territory again, guys. Sexual favors, guys. No, Kent. This guy is. He was. Always we talked about it. Like sometimes you have certain. What do you call it? Brotherhood. You develop certain. It's not like one of those things, but sometimes like when they're gonna be at the bins, especially if you go to Goodwill bins, it's different, because at the Goodwill bins, if you looked at some videos, people even they're gonna run into the bin like crazy, start grabbing stuff, throwing stuff around, which is basically what happens at Amazon bins. Like then, there is imagine like 40 people. You guys saw it from my life. I don't even have to tell you. So what happens? There's like so much stuff going on. You don't even see things with your eyes, because stuff starts flying, and like there are like 20 hands at the same time, maybe more, trying to grab things. You don't even know what's everyone grabbing, because people just grab stuff, put it on the ground next to their legs, so nobody takes it. So that's like Tommy was talking about it. I think we discussed it. I think one time that's not one of the ways for normal sourcing in a way, but it's up to everyone, whoever likes something, some kind of sourcing. It's not for everyone in terms of resellers to go to the bins with other resellers at the same time and just fight, or not fight, just be in that kind of situation where you may get angry at other reseller because they grabbed something before you, or it's not like a kind of considered to be healthy environment. But that's what bin creates. That they know, the managers of the bin, the employees, they know resellers go there already. They already learned it. So they even advertise it on their Facebook every week. They post a video of the stuff they're gonna get that week. So they mention resellers all the time, that we got our resellers coming in every week. So that's basically what happens. It's like you go to any other sourcing place, like estate sale, garage sale. But a lot of resellers don't go to the bins. They don't like it. They would not, wait uh, like an hour, 2 hours standing, waiting for the new beans to be rolled out. But if you know you're gonna find $300 items, or sometimes $900 items like iPads, Apple Watch, which are 500, of course there's gonna be people who want to sell higher end items, which is basically the right way in the way to sell, where you want to make certain amount of money if you're full time. Then if you're gonna go to garage sale, or anywhere else like thrift store, you're not gonna find this kind of stuff. Sometimes you may run into it, but most of those items will be cheaper. You're gonna list bunch of them, you're gonna sell them eventually, but you're not gonna be making as much as if you're gonna sell one thing that's worth 500. That's understandable. Mentality is different, and that's why resellers who like this kind of environment, they will go to this kind of store to find uh, items that are highly priced. Now, I mean, that sell for those types of amounts for $14. I mean, you cannot go wrong if you're gonna buy something that sells for 500 or 800. I mean, there is no way. I mean, that's why those types of bin stores, eventually, in my opinion, they're gonna be opening more of those stores. It's like gonna be. I already know it because management of that store told me there are a bunch more opened in Cleveland already on different places with those types of bean stores, Amazon beans. So they're gonna be keep opening everywhere. So uh, drive, they're gonna drive the resellers. They're gonna drive resellers to that store. That's understandable because they advertise. They advertise with pictures. They show what people are finding. Resellers who look at it, of course, is gonna bring them, and that's what happens in that store. Every Friday, Saturday, you got people already that you've seen every week goes there. Like every week, you get the same line, you got same resellers there gathering, and some of them already bring chairs so they can sit in the store instead of standing on their feet all day. But it's just advertising concept. How they advertise like things that they people find, and bring it in, like bring people in. More resources will be coming in. More people. It's not like I said. It's not like one lady told me this Friday. She's like, there is no way I'm gonna be doing this kind of thing where you guys like go like crazy and start push, not even pushing, throwing stuff. She tried, she went into that commotion, but she like left right away. She's like, screw that. Well, she cursed, said fuck that. And she left right away. She didn't even try, because it's like you see people reaction because they don't understand how people behave this way. Because like people who resell will understand, but the people who just go there to just shop and find stuff, I mean, they don't want to be involved in this. That's why it's like a store where that's like kind of you find stuff, but you have to go and run around and wait, and it's like a full-time job. So they already employees already know. They already know when they're gonna bring out new card. They already know we're there. They're gonna look at us. They're gonna bring out the new card. Where we actually already know where they're gonna put it, because they take one away. They put it in the spot. So we already gather around that area. So they already know. They just say don't touch anything, even though this week they had to throw a couple people out because they already, before they even put the cart in a spot and put it on the brakes, there was already people grabbing stuff. So they had to throw them out. But it's like, that's what happens in this kind of environment. But for me, I mean, I don't mind it because I mean, I'm kind of not in a kind of crazy mode where I start, throwing punches or pushing people out. I don't do it. It's just where you stand. And I always say that where you stand, it matters. Like, because something is there where they put it on the bottom, you're going to find it if you stand there in that spot. So you're not going to be jumping from one place of the bin to the other part of the bin to grab something. It's impossible. I mean, someone else will grab it. So it's just the nature of it. Let's see what I missed, guys. Yeah, make it look like strike gold. Oh man, Tommy, Tommy. You need to come to Cleveland one day. I'll take you to the beans with me. We're gonna do, guys. We're gonna do a live with Tommy from the beans. Hairy Tornado, guys, will come to the beans in Cleveland someday. Tommy, would you like Hairy Tornado to stop by at our bean store? Let's see, mind blown. Nobody would ever do it. Mine is scary. Scary tomato, Kent. Actually, for some reason, even people who don't watch YouTube or watched YouTube just a little bit, they know him. It's just unbelievable. Like in Cleveland, for some reason, I go to some talk to some resellers. They know who Scary Tomato is, man. I don't know. They don't watch much of YouTube, but they know him. They don't know much anyone else. Actually, I talked about to some resellers if they actually even Pete Craigslist Hunter. Sometimes I'm kind of surprised. I talked to some resellers here in Cleveland that have been reselling many years, and I asked them if they ever watch YouTube at all. They say sometimes. They don't watch reselling content, of course, much, but even the ones that do watch something, some of the bigger YouTubers, they don't even know them. Like they would not know Peter sometimes. They would not know Rayleigh Roots. They would not know Daily Refinement. Very important. Uh, who else is coming to mind? Um, Bunch of others. I don't just part-time pickers. Actually, I was surprised. Matt. Not a lot of people here in Cleveland know him. I think it's in Cleveland. I think not a lot of people, in terms of resource, watch YouTube much. That's why we don't have like many YouTubers here. Like there may be some that, like me, did some videos, but then just decided screw that, and they just don't do it. But I talked to some resellers who says they don't want to do it anyway. Like there says, what's the point? I mean, you show stuff that you sell, you show stuff that you find. I mean, what's the point of that? Unless you want to grow your channel and become a true YouTuber, guys. Remember that word, true YouTuber, guys. That's not a difficult task. I mean, it's not an easy task to do. That's why a lot of people would rather, concentrate, especially if they're full time. They would rather concentrate on finding stuff, better themselves at reselling, finding better stuff to resell, than think about making YouTube videos, which is understandable. I mean, because YouTube will not make money. I mean, unless they are specifically committed to just put all their energy into creating YouTube videos every day or every week. I mean, it's like not on a lot of people's priorities. I mean, they don't look at it this way. I mean, they don't mind being recorded. Every time I go with GoPro, nobody minds. I mean, everyone is okay with it. It's just people just like they will say they will subscribe and they never do. I mean, that's it's just the nature of it. It's like you're trying, but in the end of the day, I mean, it's not gonna be like unless you're trying more, you're trying to build a channel, unless you have something that you wanna, unless like you're making um, eventually you're gonna making any money at all, which is gonna take a long time anyway, unless you're gonna start lying against, unless you're gonna start doing. We're not gonna discuss other YouTubers specifically, but that do some stuff to make it work this way because there is no other way to attract viewers, and I'm not that kind of a person to do that. In my case, I'm trying to more like be more put more fun, and I would rather interview certain resellers locally and talk to them like at the thrift stores or like sourcing places where we can discuss different things, not just reselling. It's just more fun for me this way than concentrate on I found this thing right here is gonna sell for so low, so much. I'm so happy about it, like bragging about it. I'm not one of those people, guys. That's what I'm saying. David, thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. I wait until they go. They don't know. Yeah, Nicole, that's Goodwill bins are more. Goodwill bins are difficult because we have crazy people in Goodwill bins here too. But that's like it's an old bean stores most likely. You know, you don't. I've seen already a couple people fall down. I actually didn't record. I actually forgot my GoPros that day. There was a guy, like big guy, like some kind of big guy reseller, and they it was in the beans 2 weeks ago, and then another reseller. So they grabbed something. I don't remember what it was because I was on the other side of the bin. I didn't see it, or I was walking away already. And I hear suddenly they started fighting, and that bigger guy, he basically pushed that other guy out. He like pushed him along with that box, so that guy fell, and then they the employees, they ran like fast towards that area because they didn't want them fighting, and that guy was cursing at him like he was like pushed. I don't remember what happened. I think he tried to push his wife out of the way, or she grabbed something and he pushed her. I don't remember what it was, but he pushed him, so that guy fell completely, like flew away. And then the employees came, and then someone was recording apparently on the phone, and they showed the employees what happened, and they threw that guy out, the one that fell, because he actually was one of the people. I mean, he was the one doing all the stuff. He pushed the woman apparently, and they threw him out eventually. Even though they didn't throw him out right away, he was talking to the manager, saying that he wasn't the one that instigated it, but they threw him out. And what happened next week? He was back. So they basically throw him out one day, but he can come back. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, that's what happens. Now chance can reach over the. They can't win. They can't win. They can't with that internet. To be fair, exactly. That's for sure. Dami is right, guys. But that's the thing. I mean, a lot of people, you know, on in Cleveland, like specifically, like I said, if you guys gonna go watch Dustin Pro Picker, you're gonna watch Vic flipping junk. They both don't go into any lives most of the time, especially Vic. I don't think Vic ever appeared in anyone's lives before or commented on in anyone's life. I don't think so. I've never seen him. Dustin sometimes, but they're both in Ohio here, but not in Cleveland. So every time, sometimes I will watch their video, and they go to garage sales, they will find like in Cleveland, it's gonna be like sometimes much more difficult because of number of resellers compared to where they are. So it matters where you live. So it depends, like where you live, like how many resellers you got. It's at your city. Like I can imagine Nicole in New York probably you got a lot, and like I said, not a lot of. I mean, most don't have YouTube channels. They're just resellers without YouTube channels. So it doesn't matter. Most resellers here, they just many more of them. You're not gonna find this kind of stuff where you go to Goodwill. You're not gonna find this kind of stuff that Vic finds at his Goodwills. It's gonna be very much more difficult or almost impossible. Even shoes that Vic finds in his videos. When I watch, he finds shoes for $5. In Cleveland, it's gonna be almost non-existent. I mean, our thrift store puts out like broken down shoes for like 12.99, 15.99 that have no soles, like they're like torn. And in Cleveland, it's not a good spot here in Cleveland specifically to source at the thrift stores. There's only one which is normal. Other Goodwills are like savers. Prices are very high on shoes, especially. You can forget it. Other things, electronics. So it's kind of it's not a good spot. But beans, Amazon bean stores, they are a good spot. I mean, because you're still gonna be able to find decent stuff. And now with garage sales, estate sales, so it's like only in the summertime you can have more sourcing places, like in any northern state where there's winter, when there are garage sales only in the summer, compared to southern states like Florida or whatever. Georgia, Arizona, California, whatever, all those southern Texas, where they have garage sales almost year round, and you're gonna still go to garage sales. That's why a lot of resellers sometimes think about, if they want to do full-time reselling, is to move to the southern states, where it's gonna be most likely. Florida is more expensive to live at, Texas also. So if you move, you're gonna start thinking about, the price of living in that area will be much higher than if you're gonna live in Ohio, for example, or Michigan, or any other like Indiana. So that's why, cost of living is lower in those states here, like close to here, even Pennsylvania, compared to if you go south, like to Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, where Kent's friend Scary Tomato is, North Carolina. So I mean, that's why there's a bunch of flea markets also. So that's why in Cleveland it's important to have those types of sourcing places like beans, because you can find certain things year round by going there. And the bean stores actually gonna be better eventually than those thrift stores like Goodwill, like Savers, Salvation Army, because in Cleveland it's like already they know how many resellers go into those stores. They already learned all the freaking prices on everything. They post like crazy prices on shoes, like 20 $40, crazy used shoes, $50, like in Cleveland, because we have so many resellers that already they learned throughout the years that the resellers go. And nowadays, since bean stores started to open, more resellers started to go to those bean stores instead of going to Goodwill, because there is nothing that you're going to be able to find to resell in normal prices, to pay for something to resell to make money. So they basically eventually will have to either drop the prices down here in our area, here in Cleveland, compared to where flipping junk, Vic or Dustin, where they live in Columbus area, where the prices on their stuff at Goodwill's is much lower. So they actually can find stuff in their area. Also here in Ohio, but like an hour away. So that's why what happens. That's why they kind of depends on a region. Their streets, not the beans are very. Exactly. That's what Nicole. That's what happens. I mean, that's our thrift stores. Unless you go to Goodwill Beans, which is not good here. It's in a very not a good neighborhood either. So it's like you either go there and risking and in that neighborhood, or like you will not rather go, but you can get a lot of stuff at the Goodwill Beans and pay less. Of course, for clothing, unless you sell preliminary, if you sell clothing, shoes, clothing, yeah, it makes sense to go to the Goodwill Beans. You're not gonna be paying a lot for that stuff. You're gonna basically get a bunch of stuff and save money, and then list and make money, profit right away almost by selling just one, two things. Compared to if you go to like a bean store, Amazon beans, where you're gonna pay like higher amount for something, but also that even if you pay 14, you're gonna sell something for $70. You're still gonna be making decent profit, in the end of the day after the fees, shipping. And even better if you're not gonna even sell on eBay, like most resellers that I've learned recently, that they specifically sell. Some even sell on flea markets. We have guys here that go to the beans. They will just buy stuff like $5 a day. They will buy a bunch of $5 items. They will get a booth at the flea market, like take a couple tables. They will go there and sell it at flea market. So they're not going to be paying, unless they only pay for the rent of the, I guess, of the space at the flea market, like per day, and that's it. So I mean, they don't have to deal with those fees. They don't have to deal with those returns, with packing material, all this expense. So that's understandable. That's why it's different for every reseller how they source. If they source and they see something that they can sell at Facebook Marketplace for $20, if they buy it even for like couple bucks, they list it on Facebook Marketplace locally, and they're gonna go meet, like they're gonna someone will come pick it up from them, like give them $20 for it, cash. So I mean, that's like no fees. You don't have to deal with all that stuff. So that's different mentality. And same now goes with people who try to sell on whatnot. I mean, I don't see like I don't know like if it's not. So I looked at it. I looked at what happens there. I mean, unless you got something like really cheap and you want to move it in a quantity, but you're gonna have to have a lot of it. Like if you go buy a bunch of plush, you're gonna go buy a bunch of like media, like that you want to sell on whatnot auction that you paid $1 for, and you want to go like sell it. Something will sell for 5, something for 7, something on whatnot. They basically you sell it in one kind of an hour, like whatever like time slot you're gonna have, like hour, 2 hours. I don't know how many hours they do it, but I don't know. Like it's something. Eventually, eBay will most likely has the same kind of stuff going on. I don't know, guys. I think everyone already fallen asleep. Let me know, guys, in the comments. Everyone is alive. I went for 3 hours today. My record, guys. New record, guys. Tommy already. I already surpassed Tommy's record. Jeans are like $17 to $20. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, that's in your thrift stores, or is it in? Yeah, in the thrift stores. Yeah, same here in Cleveland, because apparently they think that Cleveland is really expensive city, and then they think that Cincinnati, where Cincinnati Pickers John, if you watch his channel, most of you guys do. I don't know, Nicole, if you do, but John Cincinnati Pickers here in Ohio, in Cincinnati was like 3 hours away from Cleveland, from where I am. I mean, it's like it depends on an area of thrift store. Like Cleveland, for example, for some reason in Ohio, they consider it to be the most expensive city in Ohio compared to Columbus or Cincinnati. That's why if you go down an hour and a half, which I can go, it's not a problem. I can, like, for example, travel to Columbus area and go to their thrift stores where Vic is located, or Dustin, and just go source there, or go to Cincinnati because it's not that far away. Every, like, say every month, once once, say once a week, I can travel, go there. A lot of resellers do it actually. They go to other cities and source this way. So there are a lot of opportunities, especially if you're like committed with full time, in terms of putting full time hours into this business. You can travel and go to different cities, grab bunch of inventory, come back, or list it, on your phone while you travel, and that's it. And you sell it, ship it, come back. Especially if you have two people, like if you have like a like couple, for example, both resellers. You can travel, find stuff, list it on your phone, and then, like, you come back, and then some of the stuff that's listed already, you don't have to put your store on vacation mode while you travel, and your, like, spouse or whoever, they will ship it for you, and take everything to post office, and that's basically how it actually works in this kind of situation. Ryan, welcome. Ryan, I've been alive for like 10 hours, man. I started my live yesterday. I think YouTube already suspended me a couple times, and they decided he talks so much that people already fell asleep, like, and woke up already 10 times. He's still talking. Guys, check out Ryan's channel if you're not subscribed. Gulf Coast Speakers. He's from Warpole, Philly Flippers in Sarasota area, Florida, near Paul, Philly Flipper. Another Gulf Coast picker is another example of Florida pickers, guys. We got bunch of Florida pickers. Yeah, Nicole, exactly. That's like I said, that's like how you gonna make money if you're gonna buy shoes at $25 at thrift stores. I mean, that's why Florida is good. That's why you go to Florida, like Paul Philly Flipper did. You go to garage sales year round. You find stuff at garage sales. I mean, the cost of living is more expensive, but he is by himself. He is currently he is by himself. He doesn't have a wife. He doesn't have kids. He is in a perfect he was actually in a perfect situation to move. There are, I mean, other examples, but without the family, I would have moved to Florida long time ago, and just, you know, went to a bunch of garage sales every weekend in Florida and lived by myself. You know, you don't have to worry about kids, wife. You don't have to worry much stuff unless you have to pay your bills by yourself and other stuff. Like, you know, take care of yourself, make food like he does. If you see his daily vlogs, I mean, that's what he does. He dedicated himself to go through this and like post those vlogs, which is, I mean, that's his business. That's what he likes to do. Like, that's what it is. All right, Nicole, take care. Paul is near me. I was. Well, Ryan, now Paul is probably gonna move back soon to Philadelphia. He decided that there are too much competition in Florida, so he didn't have that much in Philadelphia. So he will probably move back, and he said, screw that. I mean, that warm weather. He would rather like go into 20 minus 20 degrees and be happy than live near alligators and you know, find stuff at garage sales year round. It's better for him to just go to Philadelphia. No alligators, no insects. It's cold all year long. You know, it's no garage sales, so it's much better scenario. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go. I'm tired, as you I guess understand, for being live for 3.5 hours. I think nobody wants to hear what I have to say anymore. I think people are tired, but I really appreciate you all stopping by. Go subscribe to each other. Once again, hit the like button on everyone's videos. Go watch videos. Make money. Go find good stuff. I'll see you guys soon. Probably from the bins. Take care. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. Go grill. Go rest. Go grill some barbecue, guys. Don't stay on YouTube. Take care, guys.